Welcome all back to the Dissenters D&D campaign, Session 7. Before we jump into our recap tonight, we do have a few announcements. As always, go get yourself a campaign keeper if you haven't already. They're quite nice. We all use them for keeping tracks of our notes, and they're all designed to be, well, just help you be like a master note taker, essentially. And it's great. This is the Nuri's edition.
You can get them on our website at rosemarypgstudios.com.
Yes, thank you. I keep forgetting about that. The next announcement. Oh, yes, it's a very big one. Emily, do you want to talk about our free giveaway?
Yes, I do. Okay, everyone, we are officially doing our very first giveaway. So it is a free entry. Did I mention it's free? Free entry to win your very own original edition of a campaign keeper. So these are our handmade spiral bound versions of our original version of the campaign keeper. So they aren't book bound like these ones, but they are spiral bound. Very nice. I do like me a spiral bound. And they are super awesome. You can get your very own. The winner will also be receiving their very own Corgi Wolf sticker. Very exciting. How do you enter this giveaway, do you ask? Well, the way to enter it is by this form that I'm putting into the chat here. But additionally, you can go to our Instagram, Facebook, Discord, YouTube. The link is there. All you have to do is click on this form. It's just a regular old Google form. And you just have to submit your ideas for what kind of cover you think we should do on our next campaign keeper. That's it. That's all you gotta say is what kind of cover design do you think we should do next? And also there's another question in there that's like, hey, do you think we should add any more pages? If so, what? You could also just put, man, I think it's perfect. But
Jane, do you have a question?
Can we put Douse on there?
Okay, submit it through the form.
It's a whole form for that.
And then we'll see. And
okay.
Get another free one.
I mean, you can if you want, but we want to make sure that our audience gets a chance. And what's going to happen is you have a week to fill in, to do your response to this form. And it closes at 9:30 p.m. on Thursday next week. So right after our Baldur's Gate 3 stream. And then the winner will be announced, well, not announced, but we will reach out to the winner on the following Friday. So next Dissenters D&D campaign session. How are we going to decide the winner? Well, great thing you asked. We are going to be rolling the dice. Each survey response gives us like a number allocated to your response, essentially. We are going to roll the dice and see who wins. So, are the dice in your favor? That's the question. But yes, did I mention free? Free giveaway, guys. So please go fill out that form and get your very own original edition, spiral bound, handmade campaign keeper and a Corgi Wolf sticker. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily. That was amazing. And if you ever forget any of that information, don't worry, it's on all our socials. With that, you can find us on Discord, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. That's where we are.
Everywhere.
We're everywhere. You can find all that information everywhere. It's not on TikTok, but I guess you can watch this.
No, it is on TikTok.
No, I mean the post. Did you post them? Can you post to TikTok? I don't know.
No, well, not the post, but remember.
Not TikTok. I mean Twitch. I meant Twitch.
Oh, it's Twitch. Yeah. Nah, yeah. Twitch,
I'm sorry.
Follow the link in here.
Awkward. Sorry. Yes, I know streaming things.
Professionals. We're only professionals.
Professionals here.
Yeah, so go read those. It's great.
Also, additionally, follow us on all of our socials for more giveaways coming in the future. So
yes,
don't worry,
and
this isn't going to be our last, but it might be we're testing the waters with our first one, so be sure to fill it out.
Yep, go do that. Awesome. I don't think we have any other announcements. Correct me if I'm wrong, Emily. I don't think
just
so.
BG3 on Thursdays, Dissenters on
right.
Fridays, and then an announcement how this is an interactive game.
Oh, that's right. Yes, guys, this is an interactive D&D campaign. I can't believe I forgot. If the party does anything you think is cool, you can give them inspiration. They can only have one inspiration from an audience member at a time, so you can go ahead and just keep giving it, and once they've used one, then they will take whichever one's given again. So give inspiration to them. They can also call on the audience for help, and then we put out a little poll that you get a vote on, and you can either help them, hinder them, or have no effect happen. And you can also help make choices when a character needs help to make a decision. We put out another poll. So it's interactive in that way. If you want to hinder the party, that's great. It helps me. But I understand if you want to help them, they probably need it.
There's quite a few polls throughout the night, so
it's fun. So be interactive. Enjoy this. It's fun. Anything else, Emily? I don't think so.
I think that's it.
Awesome. Okay, we're going to go ahead and jump into our recap, which is done by Emily. So we're back to Emily.
I know. Sorry, guys. You're hearing from me a lot right now. I haven't done the recap in a hot minute, though, so it's my turn. I got voluntold. No, just kidding. I actually volunteered. Anyways. Okay. Session 6. Last session. Very exciting stuff. Very good. Very good. Okay, so we started off the session with the Yonaka curse coming upon Ingwood. Okay? So everything went dark. It was foggy, monsters. At the same time, there was a freaking invasion happening. That was crazy. And the Yonaka curse was spreading from the center of the city. And as we all know, the Yonaka curse is spread when someone plants a Moliense seed, which is no bueno. They're big seeds that are kind of like a dragon fruit looking-ish. Anyways, so at the start of this, the Yonaka curse was just barely starting on the town, and the invasion was just starting, and Rayla had failed a sanity check and was in the midst of a panic attack. During which said panic attack, Jalora, my gosh, I got that. Jalora, Paige's mother, started throwing things at Paige because he brought a Sunstrider into the house. Oh, you're on mute.
How dare he?
Yeah, I was just saying deserved. I mean, you know, it is what it is.
I mean, you bring a traitor into the house. Can't believe this. And during this time, they manage to get Rayla out of the house, and they leave as everything is in chaos. Also, Paige kind of got kicked out of the house, but it's okay because I think it's all gonna turn out okay.
Jalora said, you can come back once I've calmed down.
Oh, yeah, so yeah. That's right,
He's not out of the house. Just
yeah.
Till she calms down.
Yeah, till she calms down, right? Okay. Oh, also, key to that, Paige was shouting that Rayla's not a traitor during it. So, food for thought. Is she? Isn't she? Okay, so then we followed a cat through a mob and found a guard's post. Paige became the heartthrob of the party for the night. We didn't talk to the cat, but we communicated with it enough to figure out that the Moliense seed was underground. So we went through a grate that had kind of transformed from the Moliense seed into this kind of like lush, like if you've ever been into like a lush cave in Minecraft, it's kind of that. The sewers kind of became that. And then when we went down there, it also shifted the walls, so it became a maze, this giant maze. They were like a maze and a labyrinth. Rayla had some realizations. Oh yeah, so they were like speed running through this labyrinth. Oh yeah, the cat did disappear. She did not go in the labyrinth. Anyways, so we kind of speed run it through this. We get to a second half of the labyrinth, which was like deeper down. And during the second half, we all started hearing voices in our head.
Did you mention that Zilli had turned into fire?
Oh yeah! Zilli also got affected by the Yunaka curse, and like one of her horns fell off and her hair turned into fire. So that's happening right now too. I forgot about that. Thank you, Kaya. That was actually a note on here somewhere. Oh yeah, right there. It was really tiny. Oh yeah.
Small details.
Yeah.
Small details.
Let's see. Castil cried from the voices in his head. That was crazy. Kaya has trauma because she heard her sister. Zilli has trauma because she don't like wolves. Castil has trauma because some guy died in his head, I think. Paige has trauma. Don't know the person, but it sounded traumatic. Rayla's confused. Those were the emotions. But essentially, we went down a slide at the end of the labyrinth, the center of the labyrinth, and it brought us down into this ginormous area with a giant wolf statue head thing that's kind of alive over where a werewolf is standing, and there's some noble that's like bleeding out in the corner. So, yeah, that's the recap.
Yeah. Oh, also, I'd like to point out, we heard Kaya's sister's voice all grouped to, like, we all heard it, so it wasn't just in Kaya's head. That one we actually all heard.
Wait, we did?
Yeah, that was the echoey voice in the
Yeah, she told us to stay away or go back or
she was telling us to go away.
Wait, really?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Side note, you're talking about that voice. My brother came in. You can't see him because of this, but he was like whispered, "Are you streaming?" Scared the crap out of me. Continue, but it was like perfectly.
You just jumped.
So
Yeah.
Kaya's sister was whispering.
She was there. It was like perfectly timed. Sorry, continue.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
But she was there. As we haven't seen her, but we've heard her.
I did not write that down. That escaped my memory.
At least we assume it's her.
I also
We
totally
assume
forgot
it's
to
it was
turn
her
on
voice.
music.
Yeah.
It was her
Kaya,
Voice, for
Kaya
sure.
knows it's her, but I never heard her voice until this point.
I told you.
You told me, yes. But I don't know what she sounds like if that's actually her.
He thinks I'm lying, actually.
I mean, specifically, Kaya only told Castil because he was the closest. She's like, hey,
Oh.
well,
That's why you didn't really hear it that much, because I basically only told him.
Yeah.
yep.
And I have my doubts. Creepy girl voice in the middle of a labyrinth. I doubt it's your sister.
It sounds about right for my sister.
You sure you didn't just fail an insight check or something? Like, Nat 1 did? I don't know. It could have been, right?
Walked down the hallway, saw the dice roll, said failed. Yeah.
Castil saw the dice roll, is really what I'm implying.
Oh,
At this
okay,
point,
yeah,
any
yeah.
girl sounds like my sister because it's been so long.
Well, I
Okay.
think we should turn it over to
Also
Sierra.
deceiving.
Yeah. Big Wolf, Moliense Seed, Werewolf, go.
Okay. To start off with, for anyone who doesn't know what a Moliense seed looks like, it's this thing.
Oh my.
I'm
Math.
sorry. What? Ah! That's big.
Boy,
Purple dragon
That's
fruit.
what it is.
The evil dragon fruit of death.
Exactly. Why they're saying it looks like a dragon fruit? Because it looks like one. Okay. Thank you. Take that back down and put it back.
bless. I'd try it.
You try? I haven't considered what would happen if one of you ate it. That would be interesting.
Ooh. Metagame time?
Metagame? Shall we do this? I'm just kidding. Okay. So the party came down this slide. It's in this foggy room still, but there's quite a bit of light. There is the Moliense seed kind of standing up like a giant egg on this pedestal, and from it are a bunch of roots going out in a butterfly shape. So it has like the 4 kind of wings, which then all connect to these giant roots, which are coming out of the ground and going into the wall. That's what the purple squiggles are. There is, yes, a noble tied up and unconscious on the ground. There is a giant wolf head that is like 10 feet off the ground. It's like also like 10 feet big, and then there's like 5 feet above it. No, 10 feet above it. So it's a 30-foot tall chamber that you guys are in. This wolf head, it looks like it's mounted on a wall kind of wolf head, but its eyes like shift and move, and there's blood dripping from its mouth like an endless stream. You don't know where that blood's coming from, but there's nothing in here that it ate. You don't know. There's just blood dripping from it.
Is it possible that it's grape jelly?
You could lick it and find out, I guess. I lost my train of thought. Oh well. Wolf head. You don't know what it does,
Sorry.
but it's
Bloody.
spooky and evil, and at first you just think it's an inanimate object, but then you see its eyes shift and move to you guys, so you know it is alive in some sense, but it doesn't look like it can actually like get up and move around. You then saw a red tiefling at the end of a transformation into a werewolf, as like his horn was falling off and he transformed fully, and the werewolf has looked at you guys and howled. And you're going to do 2 things. We're going to first have you all make a Constitution saving throw. The DC will be 10, except for Zilli, as she's already failed her previous one, so hers is 15.
The dude's name is Barrett.
Barrett, yes, it is
Barrett.
Barrett. Oh yeah, and from his around his neck is dangling the medallion of his family.
Oh, and it's a con save?
Yes, Constitution saving throw, please. DC 10, except for Zilli, it's a 15.
12.
14.
Oh no! Do you want to use your audience inspiration?
Fine.
Ooh, 18.
I'll save mine for when it gets really dire.
Really
Where's
dire.
the Constitution saving throw on the sheet?
It'll be on your top left, like corner. There's a little box with like your saves, right across from your abilities.
Yes, Seji, yes.
Ooh, lots of fails. Okay.
I'm scared.
I'm like the only one who succeeded here. What the heck?
No, I succeeded.
So we have 3 fails. Megan, did you say you wanted to use the audience inspiration or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, you said the DC was 10, right?
10 for you guys, but
Except for
15 for Zilli because she's failed previously.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
like, she has a 14. How? Okay, I'm caught up.
Caught up.
Oh
Everybody
boy.
vote.
Voting to give Zilli advantage. Or disadvantage. For all you chaotic people out there.
Chaos.
Lady Nor.
Yeah.
Just call out
Yeah.
our chat.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call her out.
Yeah. Lady Noir's chaos. Seji's a coin flip. Seji does what they want. It is what it is.
That he does what he wants.
That's right.
Again.
Keeping it interesting, yeah.
I approve. If we got advantage every time we rolled, do you realize how boring that would be?
It would be so
Us
boring.
knowing how we will succeed every single check? Yikes.
It's pretty close, though. It's a close battle right now.
We even have the mythical don't affect the roll, which is kind of crazy. People don't
I know,
usually even
right?
vote that one. That's awesome.
Okay, and TikTok, you also can vote. You just gotta put like 1, 2, or 3, or A, advantage, disadvantage, or no effect, NA. You just gotta put it in the comments, and then I'll see.
Put it in the comments. Let's go ahead and start wrapping up the poll, Emily.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Advantage wins by 1 point.
Nothing from TikTok? Just be sure.
TikTok, no.
Awesome. Advantage! You can roll again.
Let's see.
15's still a hard check. It's very.
Are you kidding
I was just saying.
That's a 14 again.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Well,
It's nice to know you, Zilli.
It was
me?
set in
Zilli's just
stone.
gone through crap today.
I think everyone has.
a little bit.
Oh, what's the...
I'm actually just curious. This is the other dice that Sierra gave me. The one that is supposedly rolling low.
The cursed one.
You're using
Yeah, that one
dice
rolls
that
well.
Sierra gave you? The dungeon
She
master?
gave me two. She gave me 2 sets of dice. This was back when Harbingers was being played.
Was going.
She gave me this set and this set.
Yeah. One of them is like a normal dice set. The other one came in like a big pack, and so of course they're not as well made. And they all roll low. All of them do. Okay, for Zilli, your hair has turned to fire. Both of your horns are now gone. I know I said one of them fell off, but if you still had the other, it's now fallen off as well. It is just fire. And your skin has turned to a reddish color. And your tail feels like it's shrinking. And that's where you're at right now.
That's really bad.
It's messed up.
Who else failed? It was Caitlin and Castil. Okay. Caitlin, if you'll roll a D100 for me, please. Castil, you'll do the same, but let's start with Caitlin. 85. Okay.
Scared, guys.
It's probably fine.
There's nothing to be worried about.
What's the worst that could happen?
Okay.
Of course,
The
after
worst
I say
that can happen is she becomes extremely fertile. If anyone remembers
The
Harbingers.
worst thing that can happen is me rolling an 85.
Pretty
Yeah.
Tide is the worst option. Oh no.
Didn't even need a potion for that one.
Kaya, your head starts to really hurt as you sprout a black horn that is very big and kind of pulls your head down to one side, and you can feel it coming out through the other but not fully forming. And for anyone who looks at her, her eyes turn to like black and her irises are purple. And your fingers are starting to get a little longer and your nails are getting sharper.
Do
Zilli,
all
I found
non
your horns.
Just go on my
You
own.
can take them back now. I don't want them.
question?
Like a
Do
garden.
all non-human races just randomly sprout different like changes to their bodies? Because Rayla's like so confused.
It's puberty.
Oh, this is, you're like a curse, man.
You are
Um,
what, like 26 as an elf? Kaya?
For Kaya.
What?
She's a half elf.
What did you ask?
Half elf.
Yeah,
but you're
I'm a
like
half elf.
26?
I'm 24.
24. That's what it was.
Just sprouting all these things. Castil, what did you roll?
86.
86.
86. That's just one higher.
Just one higher.
You become a fish. You cannot breathe in air. You die.
No, there's this sharp pain in your back as you sprout a long red tail with scales on it, and the color of your skin starts to turn red. It's like tinging red in spots, but it's not like fully red. Yeah.
What does
Can
the
I
tail
attack
look
with
like?
this tail?
No, you can't. It's not. If you were to complete your process, you feel like you could. But at this time, it is not fully developed to be able to do that.
Just a little nub.
He's growing. It's like half the length of your leg. It's like half the length.
Okay.
Sorry,
Kaya had a question.
what was your question, Kaya?
I was just gonna ask what it looks like. Like, how wide is this tail?
It's like this big. That wide.
That's a dinosaur tail.
Yeah, tieflings kind of have like
Yeah.
really thick tails.
Although this one is scaly, which tieflings don't have scaly tails. So,
There you go.
okay. Now that that's done, let's go into initiative. Oh wait, why am I putting this back? I'm gonna need this.
I will say while we're doing that, in response to this, I feel like I need to do a sanity check.
I was gonna say I think Paige is gonna do a sanity check as well.
Sanity checks.
Rayla's just
Yay.
even more confused.
Kaya just immediately, like, she forgets that she's standing on stairs and, like, stumbles back and then literally just falls on the ground. And she's just, like, touching her horn, like, so confused and terrified.
Okay. I rolled 18 for sanity, so I am
Good.
I got a 10.
For a 10, you're okay. 10's the DC, so you're okay. It's very startling. You feel yourself getting a little shaky about it, but you can roleplay that however you want. There's no negative effects that come into play.
I would not be okay with that in real life.
no.
Yeah, in real life, that'd be a whole, like, no. Oh, wait, hold on. Sierra's gone, and Megan's gone, and what?
Oh,
Hold on.
bring him back. Bring him back.
We lost some people.
Why'd you shoot me?
They're back now. You're back.
They couldn't handle the trauma that was being put
It
into
couldn't.
the session.
No, they started a TV show upstairs, so.
Ah.
When a big change happens, like a game starts or a TV show starts, then my eye drops.
That's so funny.
So at least I know what they're doing. Let's see. What was going on? Ah, initiatives. Yes.
Yes.
And everyone passed their sanity checks who rolled for one. Great. Oh, who? Has everyone else rolling for initiative already? I have Zilli and Rayla.
I put mine in, I believe. It was 16.
Oh, 16. Okay. 9! Okay, Kaya, what did you roll?
15. I put it in there.
Ah, perfect. Okay. 15, 16, perfect. Then let's add him to the turn order. He needs a turn.
I would like one, yes.
No, not you. You're in it already.
I would like a second one.
I'd like a second one.
What about the second time?
What about second
second
practice?
turn?
Well,
Don't think
you
he's
can
ever
get a
heard
second
about
action
second
if you're
turn.
rolling at 20. Good. Okay. What's your dexterity, Zilli? Your bonus, I should say.
Like for a dexterity saving throw.
No, just like your bonus to it. So it'll be like you have a +1 to dexterity or a +2. It'll be the big number.
It's a +1.
+1? Okay. Well, you guys all gonna go before the big bad. That's crazy. Although, it's the top of a round, So we first start off with the big head, because he acts on every start of a round.
I thought you were about to say he acts on every turn. I was gonna be like, oh.
On
snap.
every turn, he gets to do something. No, I'm not that cool yet. His eyes see you all, and his mouth drops open a little further, and blood just comes spilling out even more so, and it's creating this pool on the ground. And as it does so, it kind of sinks into the ground a little bit, and you have the feeling that if you are to step in this area, it is now difficult terrain. It's going to be like very sticky and hard to move through. And I will draw a circle of where that is. But nothing crazy as of yet. So inside that red circle is difficult terrain. Cool.
That
Hey.
poor guy getting soaked in blood.
I know. He's just
Poor guy.
He's
Paige,
gonna
it's
get
your
some
turn.
sort of
Kaya, you're up
disease.
next.
Okay. Can I call a high or low from the audience?
Yes.
Okay. High or low depends on what exactly he will do in this situation. Whichever one you choose will be the positive result. Well, the result I would consider to be more positive.
And remember, TikTok, you can also comment and say what you vote.
Yup. We'll tally them up. Hand counted. Just for
Hand
you.
counted. Have to hire someone from Chick-fil-A eventually to do it. Just kidding.
Let me see.
You might not get that joke. It's fine.
Welcome in, Coffee and Composing.
Welcome, welcome. And thank you for voting.
Awesome!
So close.
So close. So close.
Okay, guys. We're gonna give it a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are closed. High is the result.
All right. I have rolled. So, Paige, he looks across. He sees all of this big pool of blood, the werewolf royal guy, and he's gonna take a couple steps forward. And he's going. Oh, actually, he would. Never mind. The high or low. I was going with the opposite one. Hold on. Okay. He sees all this, and he's actually going to pull up his cloak and turn his head a little bit to kind of face away from the werewolf. And as he does this, he is going to call out to him in Brillis' voice. And he is going to attempt to convince him that Brilith is here to try and dissuade him from attacking.
Okay.
I have Brilith words, so I'm
Roll.
going to try to come up with a sentence.
Okay, you do that, and then roll for deception.
All right.
Depending on what you say, I may or may not give it advantage.
Okay.
Imagine if we escaped from this without a fight.
That was sick.
Ruin all my plans.
Okay, so he says in Brilith's voice, Barrett, it's been a rough year. It's been a rough year for everyone with the war. All the resources running low. You're my younger brother. Please, show mercy.
Oh!
Roll for advantage with deception.
That's
Yes.
such a big brain.
I took notes.
I'm so proud of you. Inspiration to you for taking notes.
Hey!
Let's go, note taking. Okay, advantage on deception, you said.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Click 22.
Okay. So you say this, the wolf is growling at you guys, and as his sister's voice reaches his ears, he seems to pull back, and he's like now clutching at his wolf ears, and he looks very confused and maybe kind of pained even, and he seems stunned.
So, strike?
All right, anything else for your turn, Paige? I would say that was your action, was deceiving him.
Yeah, it's a deception check. Paige will then, like, to the party, he says very gently, maybe no fight, almost to imply that we can talk through this. Maybe we can get to something. But that'll be the end of his turn with that gentle suggestion. He's just like, you don't have to fight this guy.
Oh, Paige, you also get inspiration from Seji. So you get audience inspiration and DM inspiration.
Let's go. Thank
Sorry,
you, Seji.
Kaya.
So, re-summarize what you said just so I can, like, know how Kaya would.
Yeah. He called out to him in Brilith's voice, basically telling him to show mercy. It's been a hard year for everyone. And then he turns to the party and he says, maybe no fight? Maybe show mercy? Type of thing. That's what he says.
Right.
I don't even know. I feel like Kaya would honestly, like, wait to see how everyone else would react, because right now she's freaking out about her
You can do
I
a
feel
held
like-
action. It's essentially an if-then statement. You say, if this happens, then I will do this action.
Okay, so I'll just say that if he, like, the werewolf decides to attack anyone in the party, then she will use her magic missile. But for now, she's kind of on the ground, staring at the ground and freaking out, and just keeps grabbing her horn and, like, almost trying to pull it off. Like, does not understand
It's very
what's
attached.
going on. Yeah, and her eyes are very teary, and she's just shaking a lot, and she's thinking of her sister a lot. So, kind of stunned also in the corner.
Okay. If the werewolf attacks anyone in the party, you will cast magic missile. Awesome. Rayla, Castil, you're up next.
Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Rayla, seeing that the party's a bit of a mess, but also hearing Paige's words, she turns most specifically towards, like, Kaya and Zilli, and she's just, because she knows that they have kind of been struggling a lot lately, and she's just gonna say, hey, we're gonna make it through this. It's gonna be okay. And then she is going to spend her action to dash, and make it right on this other side of the Maliancy seed.
Okay.
Right there. Oh,
Anything else for your turn then?
okay. I don't think there's anything that I can do for, like, a bonus action.
Okay.
Unless, wait, is that a bonus action? Oh, sorry. Whoops. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Castil, it's your turn. Zilli, you're up next.
Does handing something over to someone count as an action?
I would say no. Technically, rule-wise, it would, but I think that's stupid, so no.
Okay. Castil will turn to Paige, and he'll reach back under his cloak and pull out this ornate dagger that it's got like a little bit of gold along where the handguard is, and it goes into like a nice little dark wooden kind of handle. And he will hand it to Paige and be like, I know we want to do this friendly, but if things go south, this will help a lot. But I want it back later.
He sort of nods gently as he receives it.
That's your silver dagger?
Yes. So when you unsheath it, it has like a pristine silver blade to it.
Nice.
Okay.
And then I will 1, 2, 3. I will stand there, and I will I will cast Magic Stone on a few pebbles. And is she still there? Are you
We're
there?
losing so many people. We lost so many people. They're finally back
Oh
in.
my goodness. I'm so sorry. I didn't even
I was
notice
just-
that they disappeared. I was
They
writing
just
notes.
disappeared as he was talking. So
Yeah. How much
Also-
did you miss?
you just have a silver dagger, I guess.
Yes, he does have
Yes,
a
I do.
silver dagger.
Nice. All right.
It's not
Good
plus
to
one or
know.
anything, but it's a silver dagger.
Good to
So
know.
you stepped up to this position, and then what did you do?
He's going to cast Magic Stone on just a few rocks,
Okay.
and then ready in action to fling them with the sling. Should aggression be taken by this werewolf.
Okay. Cool. Sounds good. Wait. Your action was to do the magic stones, correct?
Bonus action, Magic
Bonus
Stones.
action. Okay, and then your action. Okay. I'm good now. I was like, wait a minute, you can't do both, but you can. I didn't realize it was bonus action. Okay. Zilli, it is your turn. Bad guy's next.
So Zilli was initially hiding behind Rayla after seeing the werewolf and the wolf head and all that. So actually, Rayla, when you dash away, you can feel like a little tug on like your pant leg as she was like holding on to you, and then you just left.
Oh, she did not realize you were holding on to her. She's like, with force, you gotta pull the root out. It's in the prophecy thingy.
So after that, she's just gonna 5, 10, 15. She's just scooching over to the wall. 20, 25, 30. Like she's just like slid over to the wall, kind of like pressed her back against it, and is now like scooching across the wall, just trying not to be seen.
Okay. Anything else you want to do? Any actions you're holding?
Got a reaction, so I can hold for that.
Okay.
I have a spell that's a reaction.
Okay. Sounds good. The werewolf, is still like clutching its ears. It seems pained, and it stumbles backwards, and kind of trips a bit. So it only goes back like 5 feet. But it's not advancing, as it seems very disoriented. And that's its turn. It's now the top of the round, and then it's Paige's turn. So at the top of the round, the wolf head its eye seems to shift at the werewolf, and then to Paige. And then its eyes start to glow blue, and lightning shoots out at Paige.
Oh my gosh.
Paige, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
16.
16? Okay, you save, so you only take half damage from this. Because it's super fast. So you take 4 points of lightning damage. As it hits you with lightning.
I thought I was gonna be down. I have 1 HP. Yeah, the lightning goes into him. He's up.
I didn't realize you were missing hit points.
Yeah,
Wait.
from the last session. The blast, the gas.
Oh,
That way.
right.
Wait,
I forgot you're
is he
contaminated.
No, not even close. I have 1 HP.
Not even close. He looks really hurt though. I forgot about that. Thanks for the reminder.
Yeah. Can I roll to get a scar from that or something?
If you
That's
want a
really
scar
cool.
from it, you could take a scar.
I'm gonna take a scar for that. Why not?
So,
That's
how
feels
much health
appropriate.
do you have left, Paige?
1.
One
That's all
hit
he
point.
needs.
All I need, if I'm up, I can help. It
Oh,
is what it
no.
is. It's pure skill, raw, unadulterated skill. I measured the damage potential.
The wolf head then just lets out a low growl, and the wolf below it seems to shake its head a little bit, and its hands start to come away, and it seems more animalistic again. Paige, it's your turn. Kaya, you're up next.
Okay. I'm going to try again. But I'm not going to say the same thing. I feel like saying the same thing just would not be helpful. So, to try and calm him down, with Brilith again here, he staggers back, and he's like holding his hand up to his chest, and he tries to speak, but only air comes out for a moment. But he steels himself, and then he speaks in Brilith's voice. He says, I just need the word your. Yes. Okay.
You said
wait,
the
no.
word "your" earlier.
What is it you're trying to do? What
Can
is
I
it
officially-
you're trying
Yeah,
to
you said
do?
your brother or your sister,
Yeah.
something like that. You said your.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say your specifically. Grammatically, it can't be perfect though, which is annoying, but it's fine. I'm gonna sort of mumble the your to try and make it seem like it's just there's noise, and that's why you didn't hear it.
Hmm.
So Paige says, ooh. Barrett, your horns. Barrett, your horns. It's uncomfortable. And then he returns back saying, our sheep, says, our sheep. Let's see, can you say this right? Yes. Our sheep. Let's see.
It's a puzzle.
It is a big puzzle. Our sheep need you. Can't say that. Our sheep need you. And I can hit one more. Hold on. I can hit one more. She'll just hit him with a "You're my brother. Show mercy." Again, returning back to that.
Okay, roll for deception again.
Okay. And this is straight roll?
Yeah, the DC will be lower this time because you succeeded previously, but
Okay. I am going to activate one of my features as a Kenku.
oh,
I am going to activate Kenku Recall. This makes so if I make a skill check with a skill that I have proficiency in, I can gain advantage on that skill check, a set number of times. And then I have to finish a long rest before I can use it again. But I'll use one use of Kenku Recall to give myself advantage.
That's amazing. Also, thank you, Coffee and Composing, for subscribing.
Thank you.
Appreciate
You're
it, appreciate it.
wonderful.
Okay, deception, advantage, 20 total.
20 total. Okay, you say this, and the werewolf, who like seemed to come back to this animalistic monster, again looks all confused, and its hands go to its head where there's no horn, and it kind of digs its claws in, and it's now whimpering, and it's just now standing there like this. That's your turn. That's your action for the deception. Do you have any bonus action or movement you want to do?
Paige. That's tough. I guess he will just point towards the seed. I believe the roots are another thing. Let me just double check this officially so I know. Because in it says a root must be ripped out all at once with might. Are these purple tendrils on the side, are these roots as well?
Yes.
Okay. Then we might have to pull all 4 of these out at the same time. Paige kind of looks across the room and he's going to point this out to the party, saying, quoting Flynos again, to end the dark that twists the night, a root must be ripped out all at once with might. And he points to the 4 corners of the room, almost to suggest that each of us should take a corner. And try to... I don't even know if these look pull-outable, but he believes they are, and so he's pointing this out. He's like, all at once with might, he says again. And then he's going to use his movement to try and get to this close seed here. Actually, he can dash as a bonus action. So he's going to go for the seed. Sort of limping a little bit along the way. But he's going to do it. So
Well,
60
I would
feet.
assume that there's 5 points that need to be taken out, though, because the center one also is a point where the root is.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Since there's 4 around the room, I see 4. There's 4 roots around the room, and then the seed in the center is 5. And there are 5 of our party members. So that's what he's thinking. He's like, well, we have enough hands, we might as well give it a try. So he's going to run across towards this seed. And then that is where he'll end his turn.
All right. Kaya, it's your turn. Rayla, you're up next.
I think Kaya would kind of finally be getting out of her, out of being stunned, but I feel like she would probably do some checks, like an investigation check for something to help, or some sort of alternate perspective or something. I don't know what I could roll for that, but she would kind of be looking around, checking the surroundings for anything around her.
That could be used for something, or what are you trying to glean specifically?
Maybe something that could help us remove the roots. How wide are the roots?
How wide are they? Let's see. I don't know how big I made them. They're about 2.5 feet thick. And then they're like coming out and they go over several feet. But width-wise, it's 2.5.
I'm trying to think, because I feel like she'd be still too like shaky to like actually move, but can I just do like a perception check, like all around?
Yes. You can roll for perception.
I'm gonna do that.
What'd you roll?
Hang on, I'm trying to.
And that's okay, Steve. I guess just a reminder for all those in the audience, Sierra is our lovely dungeon master. Below her is Megan, aka Zilli. I'm Emily, aka Rayla Sunstrider. Next to me is Dane, aka Castil, the heartthrob of the party. At times. Then next to
Other
him,
times, the king of upbeats.
yeah. Next to him is Paige, aka Greg. Then we have Caitlin, aka Kaya.
Okay, I rolled a 17.
17. Okay, you kind of do a quick look around. You can perceive that all of these roots are connecting to the seed, and so you feel like that if you are to pull all of them up at once, the seed is included in that. If you're looking for something that can help,
Wait, can I tell, like, can it be pulled by us? Like, are we strong enough to pull it out? Can I tell?
looking at the ones in the wall, yes, you think a human could rip this root out. It is possible. It'd be a little challenging, but it's completely possible. That's how it looks like. As it's not super structurally sound for the root to come out of the ground and curve upwards and then into the wall. Mm-hmm. It would be a lot harder if it didn't come out and just freestand as it is.
And then do I notice anything particularly about the head?
For the seed, you can see that the roots are tightly wrapped around this pillar that it's on. And there's a purple light kind of pulsing from the roots going to tracing through all the little ones that then grow into these big roots. And it seems like it's just continuing to spread its power.
Okay, and then last thing, do I notice anything about the man?
The man, he's unconscious, he's tied up. He has a big bruise on his head, looks like maybe he was struck. He has brown hair, nice, noble clothing on. Not crazy nice because, again, this is Ingwood, but it's a lot nicer than what just people around on the street have. And he is more well-kept than commoners, so you can, from that alone, also assume he's someone of at least some wealth. And that's kind of what you notice right away. Of course, he is also tied up.
Okay.
His hands are tied up and his ankles are tied up.
Okay. Then with that information, I think I'll just continue to, if the werewolf attacks anyone, then I'll use my magic missile, but for now I'll stay where I am.
Sounds good. Rayla, Castil, you're up next.
Sorry, I was asking my husband if he'd get me a cookie. Let's see. So the prophecy says that they all need to be ripped out at once. But looking at our party, I feel bad to say this, but there's only 2 people that are kind of strong. When you think about it. And these are pretty big roots. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. So, I don't really understand, how we're supposed to, rip them out, especially if they're, buried through, rock and stone. Rock and stone. Yeah. Yes.
Stone. Rock and stone. You started
rich.
that.
We're
rich.
Sorry, it's a dwarf
Yeah.
game.
Molly!
Molly.
So retro. Okay. Sorry, after that derailing. So I guess my thought is can we cut them in one fell swoop? Cause if I'm recalling correctly, when Rayla was on a similar night to this, almost exactly, actually I think exactly 2 years ago to the day in the game, the Moliense seed was just chopped in half and destroyed. Destroyed in that way. So Rayla's kind of thinking that if she just uses her sword and chops the Moliense seed right in front of her in half, that it will stop it.
You can
Just
try.
hopefully it doesn't sprout a new one inside, and then just
It'll be fine.
it'll be,
I mean,
it won't spread spores or anything. It's fine.
because, like, I know Paige was, like, shouting about, like, pull them all out at once, but Rayla's like, I don't know if we could. And so, like, I don't know. Rayla's gonna be like, I'm gonna try.
Okay, roll the hit.
She's going to attack it. Do I get advantage because it's right in front of me and not moving? It's like prone.
It's not prone. It's
just not moving.
Move it on- move it
no,
on
it's
its
like
side.
an inanimate object. You don't really get advantage on that.
Can I use my point of inspiration to get advantage?
Yes, you can do that.
Can't do that.
Okay. Oh, that had landed cockeyed. Okay, not that roll. That was a 3. Ooh, okay. Well, what's my bonus? That is a dirty 20.
Okay, dirty 20. You take your sword and you slice through it in half, and it splits apart. And then you see that from the roots, this purple pulsing that's been going out seems to go the opposite direction, and it seals itself back together.
Okay.
Cut it open and then throw a Molotov cocktail inside.
Yeah, burn
I have
it.
one of those.
It's like
Exactly.
a
You
hydra.
guys need to work together. You two who are the most competent.
Are the most competent.
I throw
At the
fire at
moment-
my problems. She throws her sword at our problems.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So together, surely it'll work.
Wait, flaming sword. Why didn't we think of this before?
I don't have a flaming.
You don't need a flaming sword because you guys can just work together.
There's really like nothing she's got except her sword. Actually no, she has a tinderbox.
She's on Tinder?
No.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, sorry. Got distracted. I think what she's going to do is she would like to light one of her torches. May I do that as a mixture of my movement and my bonus action?
Sure.
And that'll essentially be my turn, as now she has a torch.
Sure.
With her left hand. Wait, but if she does that, then she has to drop... Wait, hold on. Sorry. I'm spiraling. If she does that, then she doesn't have her shield up. If she
That is
does
true.
that. Okay, actually, she's not gonna light the torch. I think she's got to keep her shield up because she's more scared about that.
Okay.
I think what she would like to do is just stab her sword down through the top and like hold it there and see what that does.
Do you have a second attack?
No.
You'll have to wait till next time then.
Okay. But she's
Um,
going to shout, "It's regrowing!"
Castil, it's your turn. Zilli, you're up next.
He will follow suit with Paige. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But he's not going to use all of his movement because he's practically there. So he's going to hold his action again. Actually, is there any check I could do to see if I would understand what would happen if I attacked the giant wolf head?
Yeah, you can roll for insight.
Okay.
Just pull a Harry Potter and start talking to the snake door in your snake room.
It's not snake language, it's undercommon.
Undergone.
Insight, you said? That is a 19.
19. Okay. You look to this wolf head, and you get the feeling, you can deduce that it's probably meant to be like the protector of the seed, and it was formed by the seed. And how it's acting and the movement of his eyes, it is alive to some extent, and anything that is alive can theoretically be killed. And that's what you understand.
Is it made out of stone?
No, it's not stone. It's more like a stuffed mounted head.
Oh, great.
A giant stuffed mounted head, but it's...
Okay. In that case, chat, high or low,
high or low!
and whatever you choose will decide if I land on whatever you choose. I'm going to attack the head.
Oh. Do it.
Ooh.
I feel like it's like, do I kick the hornet's nest?
That is a good question.
If you do, and it reacts poorly, then everyone in the group will hate you.
Exactly.
Well, they won't hate.
You know what?
They will
It's a
hate you.
wrong word. I'd heavily dislike.
Surprise.
Right, we got some lows, got a few
What if they
highs.
hit it and actual
TikTok,
like
you
hornets
saying
started
anything?
flying out of it because it was like a rotting corpse?
That would be funny.
That would be awful. I'd hate that. Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. Hate.
Yeah, no, I think hate's the right word here. I think you nailed it on the head.
Seji, I thought you always voted high. He's
No.
voting low this time.
Seji does whatever Seji wants.
I'm not betting high this time.
Hey guys,
High has
5,
failed Seji every time.
2, 1. All votes for low.
Low.
Well, all except like 1 or 2.
Okay. So, low it is. If I roll low, I'm attacking the giant wolf head. That is a 2. Okay! I am most definitely attacking this wolf head. So I will use my sling to throw a rock at the face of this giant wolf, aiming for probably its eye.
Okay, roll the hit.
Is that going to be at disadvantage for the eye, or is that 'cause I'm targeting?
It'll just be a higher AC because you're targeting.
Okay. I will give you a chance to come out of jail.
Yes, face jails.
That is a net 20.
That hits, and you get double damage.
That dice
You
was
are no
deep.
longer in jail.
That dice, it learned its lesson from its time spent in jail.
This is why you get dice
Therefore, you
jails.
should always put them in jail. If
Okay.
Exactly.
So, Magic Stone, it has a range of 60 feet. If someone else attacks with a pebble, the attacker adds. So,
I'm sorry, I just read I am Seji the Hedgehog. This is who I am.
This is
range
why.
spell attack roll going early. If you. On a hit, the target takes 1d6 plus spellcasting modifier. So 1d6 plus 4.
Yeah. So you can either choose to roll 2d6 or to just double the 1d6.
2d6! Okay. So that's a 5 and a 1. So 6 plus 4. Do I double my attack bonus or no?
No, not the attack bonus. Just the
10
dice.
damage to that eyeball.
Okay, you shoot this pebble out, and it hits it in the eye, and it kind of tries to pull back, but it can't because it's a mounted head. But it definitely has like flinched, and its eyes closed, and it tries to like open it, and it looks blurry, and like it can't really see it. It keeps closing its eye and opening it, And there's a little bit of blood starting to come down the corner of its eye. And it's like growling, and it seems to be sniffing the air, and its head is tilted towards you.
Crap.
That's no bueno.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Okay. Zilli, it's your turn. Bad guy's up next.
Okay. We're just gonna continue. 5, 10, 15. Can I do a quick insight check to see what would happen if I used magic on it?
Roll Arcane.
Arcane.
Arcana.
Arcana, sorry. Arcane. Roll Arcane! We're gonna bring Jinx and Vi into this.
Oh, shoot.
Oh,
there
the
they are.
misery.
Just kidding.
Everybody wants to be my enemy.
No way.
Spare the sympathy.
Sympathy.
I
Everybody
said-
wants to be my
My
enemy.
Said it last time, say it again. We're just a bunch of nerds here.
I won't give that
I'm
away.
just not rolling the best.
Oof.
That's a 4.
You have no idea beyond what you think right now.
Okay, so this is
She's basically saying, good luck.
Yep, good luck.
have fun, kiddos. So I'm actually going to use Chill Touch since that is the most subtle spell I have.
Okay. You're gonna just use that to, like, on the root?
I'm using that on the root, yes.
Okay. Sounds good. So make a melee attack.
Well,
Well, melee
It
spell
needs-
attack. It's a target within.
oh, it's a melee spell attack. Okay. You know what? And because of that, I do get to add that. Oh, come on. That's a 9.
A 9. So you cast this spell, and
First, doesn't hit.
it does. Roll for damage.
Alright. Let's just add. Oh my gosh! That's a 1!
No, 1 point of damage. Okay. So you hit this plant with the root with this spell, and you hear, everyone hears a young girl's voice, not screech, but like yelp in pain, like a ah! But it's a young girl's voice. Kaya, you recognize it. And the root like tenses and kind of like pulls away from you. But as it does, you see all the purple energy kind of go into the center, and all the roots kind of lose color for a moment, and then it all returns back, and there's a forceful rebound of essentially the magic you put into it. And everyone within 10 feet of a root or its core is hit with 1 point of necrotic damage.
Well, good thing she didn't get a
Crap.
higher than
Wait.
a 1.
Wait, Paige. Paige.
He's safe. He's outside of the 10 feet.
Paige does like,
Castil is in it, though.
yeah, he
Rayla's
jumps
in it.
back a tiny bit. He's like,
Zilli's in it.
I completely forgot to cast
True,
healing
right?
word.
I'm
Paige.
in it too.
Yes, Rayla's in it, yes.
Okay, just had to.
Rayla,
sorry.
Castil, and
Root,
Zilli.
right?
the root. The root and the center.
I'm
It
getting
said with
flashbacks.
might, Zilli! Might!
Not light.
I tried to find out what would happen if I used magic. I tried doing an arcana.
You did! You found out!
Well, now I did.
Now pull!
Situation with the whole situation with the glyph spell all over
Yeah,
again.
I'm getting flashbacks. It's the glyph of warding.
All right, everybody. After this, we're gonna do push-ups.
We're gonna do push-ups.
We're gonna strength increase.
If I do
Gotta
push-ups
strengthen
in
up
real
those
life,
point
does my
arms.
character get a better string?
Maybe.
I don't know. It's tempting. Depends on how many you can do. The form, I guess. Okay, we're moving on. I want 20.
How many you do is gonna be your base number, you know? So if I do 10, it's a flat 0.
Flat 0, yeah. Okay, sorry. That was Zilli's turn. Anything else, Zilli? Sorry, I got you again.
Yeah. Can you say that one more time?
Anything else for your turn? Are you done?
Zilli is just gonna duck down, hoping the wolf head and the werewolf don't see her.
Sounds good. Alright, so werewolf's turn. Paige, you're up next after the wolf goes. The wolf head. Okay, the werewolf is still disoriented from what Paige had said, and he's like clawing at his head for like where his horns are, and they're not there, and he stumbles back another 5 feet. Would have been 10 feet, but it's difficult terrain. So, okay, that's its turn, which then takes it to the big head's turn, and its eyes are kind of looking. Well, one's not really seeing right now, and it's sniffing the air.
Castil.
There's a lot of threats right now. You're next to the core. Zilli just did some magic, and Castil hit its eye, so it's like trying to gauge what it wants. So actually, let's leave this up to the audience. Audience, should it do an area effect or should it target a specific player? I'll roll a dice for who it targets specifically, but you get to choose
There's an
area
option
effect
under-
or specific target. That's
option
one or 2.
and option 2. Do you want to say what they are?
Option 1 is the area effect. Option 2 is a specific target, which I will then choose.
Or option 3, nothing!
Not an option in this one.
Just
Sorry.
skip its turn.
Let's see. Let me check TikTok. TikTok, you guys can vote still. Don't worry. We're here.
We're here.
1 or 2 TikTok.
1 or 2. Oh, wow. Y'all are vicious. 2 for specific targets so far.
Everyone's like, let's just
Hi, Ghost Wolf.
get him. Welcome in, Ghost Wolf. We're starting. We have a poll going. Option 1 is the big boss wolf thing that we still don't really understand what it is. It's going to do an area effect. Option 2 is it's going to target one specific person.
Which I will then choose that person. So it's
Yeah.
just a person. Could be anyone. Okay, let's start wrapping up the poll.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And poll is closed.
All right, it looks like a specific target, unless TikTok says otherwise.
Let's see. TikTok. No, it's still is option 2 wins. And hey, and
Okay.
Ghost Wolf just also added another vote for option 2. So
Okay, option 2 it is then.
there we go.
All right, let's see, who does he target?
It's the real question. Also,
Nice.
side note for everybody watching, if you scroll up in the chat, there's a link to the forums where you can get your very own original edition, spiral-bound, handmade Campaign Keeper for free. All you have to do is say what you would like a future edition to have as a cover.
It's a free giveaway, so you may or may not win. It's a raffle kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
And that's in if you scroll up. Yeah.
all right.
Ooh.
So I gave everyone a number. It rolled a 2. That is Paige.
Paige! No,
He didn't do anything.
he's got 1 hit point!
Man, sorry guys. I came up with a whole strategy to get the wolf off your tail this turn too. I have a whole sentence picked out. Farewell.
Can I choose to take it for Paige?
You can. Yeah, I'll allow that. So, this wolf, it's one good eye, swinging around, looking at all the different people, its ears twitching, and it decides to go for the one that is messing up its little minion. And again, the lightning shoots out, and Paige, you can see it coming for you. And Rayla, because you were choosing to take it for him, you won't get to make the dexterity saving throw because that's to jump out of the way, but you're jumping in the way, so you automatically fail. And Paige, you see it coming, and then Rayla just jumps in front of you, shield held high, as she takes the hit.
Zuko Katara moment.
She's just thinking he's the only thing keeping the werewolf off us right now. And she's, I mean, you don't know what she's thinking. You just see this. Oh, Melody Wolf. But can I describe how she does it?
Yes!
Okay, so because he's kind of up high, so I'm assuming it kind of comes and zeroes in at him at like an angle down a bit.
Yeah.
So what she's going to do is she's actually going to like jump up and like with her shield in front of her, and kind of like I'm going to choose to let her fall prone after she gets hit because she's jumping off to the side, to kind of like take the blow.
Do you want the force to push you back at all, or do you just want to land where you are?
I can just land where I am.
Okay.
But she's like essentially moving like 5 feet to the left.
Okay. So you jump, you take the hit, and you take 6 points of lightning damage.
And then I move myself 5 feet.
Yes. And you are prone on the ground.
Oh no, prone. Also, Professor Foghorn saying Rayla, heartthrob of the party.
Rayla's the heartthrob.
You take
great.
turns here.
You said 7?
6.
6. 10 hit points, baby. Have help.
Woohoo! So that. Paige, it's your turn. Kaya, you're up next.
Okay. So Paige looks down, like, very genuinely surprised. You've never seen him this surprised. He's looks down at you, and he just kind of like shakes his head a little bit, realizing he has a job to do. He's going to speak to Barrett again. He's going to, as he walks over towards the tendril, he says, ooh, okay, I can do this. Okay. Barrett, Unaka curse. Our history.
Oh.
And he's trying to keep his mouth hidden a little bit here, but our history, he says. We were royalty at one point. He said, let's see. We were royalty at one point. There's one last hitter I can do. Hold on. Royalty at one point. Fortunately, she never said remember or anything like that. That would have been chef's kiss. Remember.
I took a page out of your book.
Nice.
Steve.
Very amazing.
Yeah, our history. And then he says, Barrett, you're still angry about my accident. And he says again, have mercy.
Okay, roll with advantage for deception. You're on mute.
Oh, I rolled with disadvantage. Apologies. It rolled 2 dice. We could still take the higher one of those.
Yeah, you can still do that.
Okay, nat 20.
Nat 20!
That was a nat 20? Oh!
Nat 20! Okay.
Oh!
All right.
Okay, so you say this, and the wolf's hands actually like pull away from its head, and its eyes seem to just be wide and looking around kind of confused as he just stumbles backwards and stumbles outside of this sticky blood, and he looks down at the blood in front of him and like looks around. And then he, let me make sure I get the name right. In this, like, wolfish growler, it's not quite speech, but you can make out that he is saying, Rayla! Rayla! As he's just saying that, and he's, like, now looking around kind of, like, just in complete shock of where he is. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to call out to him, but I'm not going to use Brillet's voice this time. Okay, hold on. This is I've got him on the ropes. I don't think I need to trick him anymore. So he's gonna call out in Rayla's voice because she's the only other person who has said his name, and he says, Barrett. Towards him, and he almost like waves his hands where he is. He says, Barrett. He says, my name is Paige. Need your help. Stop the Unaka curse. And he's going to point over towards the root behind him, and he is going to say, pull on that. Pull it out. We can stop it.
Okay. Roll for persuasion.
This is a very different way than I thought this battle was gonna go.
Me too! But I love it!
Okay. I'm going to use my audience inspiration to give myself advantage on persuasion. So, thank you again, Seji.
Oh yeah, audience, you guys can give inspiration to the party whenever you think they did something cool or said something fun or... Yeah.
Yeah. You affect things. Inspire them.
15.
15, okay. It seems wide-eyed still, but its eyes land on the root, on the seed itself, and it just lets out a low growl. You can take that however you want, but it is looking at the seed, so.
At the seed or the root?
Sorry, the seed. It is a root in and of itself, it's the seed. Because
So
that's what he pointed to.
the middle one or the... Cause no, I
The
thought he
middle
was
one.
pointing to the root over here.
Oh, did you point to the root
Yeah,
or
I
the
pointed
seed?
to the root.
Oh, then it's looking at that one.
Yes.
My bad.
Yeah, okay, that's the end of Paige's turn. Actually, he moves closer towards this root, and he's gonna get ready to pull it out. He's going to, like, wait until he sees everyone else pulling. Then he's just prepared action. He's gonna pull it out.
Okay. Kaya, it is your turn. Rayla, you're up next.
Okay.
I'm looking at my spells, and it would be very, very nice if I could use Identify right now on the root. But
It
can't.
has like
I
a
do not
casting
have-
time of like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and I don't have a pearl or anything.
Mm.
It's unfortunate. But Kaya, after hearing her sister's voice, obviously gonna freak out a little bit. I'm gonna have her run to the route that Zilli's at, and I don't need to use a dash.
Yeah, you can reach it.
And she's gonna be by the root, and she's basically going to like. I want to do like an investigation check on it. She's gonna touch it, and I want to kind of see if I can get anything, basically, and identify without doing an identify because I can't.
Yeah,
I
you
see
can
what
roll
I
for
can
nature
get.
or investigation.
Nature or investigation. Okay, I got a 10.
A 10. Was definitely a plant. It's magical in nature. But you kind of already knew that. You would think that you and Zilli could probably pull this out together.
Does it react to my touch?
No, not really. It doesn't really react, no. But it seems to be filled with an energy beyond just magic.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Bro, it's like filled with the souls of our friends, I swear.
The best up. We'll find out.
Okay.
Goes into your darkest, deepest thoughts.
Is that the
No!
secret? Is that our secret?
Kaya is
Not all
gonna
of our
try to
friends,
pull it.
just your sister.
No! Kaya's gonna try to pull it, by herself. With no help. She's gonna try to pull it.
Okay, roll for strength.
She's very weak.
It'll be
I
just a
am
strength check
right
with your strength
here.
and your strength bonus. Or you could hold your action to pull it out with Zilli and give her advantage. Your choice.
She would just go for it. She wouldn't even
Okay.
like really notice her.
Ending it.
She, like,
There's
bet.
another person there. I
even
would
though
just
she's
pull.
so
Zilli's hiding too well.
I see Kaya
I am-
pulling. I will reactively start pulling as well. That was my reaction.
Okay.
So.
She got a 13.
Okay. Can we just say that it like you say that you don't see Zilli, except she's right there. Her hair's made of fire.
No,
It's
she's
really like a
she's
tiny
not
little
really
torch.
acknowledging you.
Not
No,
acknowledging.
she
Okay.
sees you for sure. That's she ran over to you, but
You're just not
she's
waiting.
basically like blocking you out and
Oh my god.
Ouch.
Oh.
Okay.
But ouch.
Okay, so you. Oh, she dropped out. We'll have to wait for her to come back.
Oh, I was gonna say, see,
That's
Kaya
what she
doesn't.
gets.
Kaya is not very good in social situations quite yet.
Kaya's back. Yay. Okay. So,
Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yes, can you
Yep.
hear us?
Wait, can you still hear me?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But she will keep pulling it. So if Zilli wants to pull it on her turn, she can help her. But she's just gonna keep tugging on it.
Okay. So you pull on this root, and you can feel it pulling free, but it's not quite there. You feel like the next pull will be easier, but you weren't quite strong enough to do it. You were just a little below the DC.
Okay. So yeah, she's just gonna keep pulling, and then if Zilli wants to help her, she can help her.
Okay. Paige, athletics check for me.
Athletics. Okay.
Not athletics, sorry, strength. So it's just your strength.
Straight strength.
It's just a D20 and your strength modifier.
12.
Okay, you start pulling on it, and you can feel it kind of coming free, but not free. You weren't quite strong enough to get it, but it will be easier on the next turn.
Not Kaya being stronger than Paige for like 1 second.
The desperation. Okay, Kaya, that was the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Rayla, it's your turn.
Well, they're like pulling, but it's a little early. But she's prone. She just took a blast.
Yeah, she did.
She did. She's gonna kind of like shake her head a little bit. Get up off the floor. Move back over to the Malienzi seat here. And she is going to because it's after her, it's Castil, then Zilli, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the bad guy before we get to the top of the round?
Correct.
Okay. Well, she's going to hope and pray that the werewolf goes and pulls. I think she is going to wait to pull. She's going to hold her action, essentially. To like pull once everyone is like pulling. Once all four are having like tugs on them, she's gonna like rip and wrench hers out.
All right, holding action. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Castil, it's your turn. Zilli's up next.
Yes. Finally, I run up to mine. I run my hands together like I'm about to pull it. I'm like, oh! Cast healing word over onto Paige.
Nice.
Bonus
He needs it.
Here you go.
Roll the dice. Okay, it is 1d4 plus your spellcasting one.
Where's my d4s?
Caltrop. Caltrop, where are you?
That's concerning. Oh wait, there it is. Never mind.
The caltrop, I just got that.
D4s are the worst thing to lose.
Yep, you can't find those. They're gone.
You gain 6 HP. Because that's a 2 plus my spellcasting modifier 4.
Nice. You see Paige take a deep breath in as he's like, his lungs are able to breathe normally again, and then he coughs. He still has poison in his system, but
and then I guess you would join in with the rest of the group in pulling up on the roots.
Okay, roll a
Word
strength
is
check.
concentration.
Well, is he waiting until everyone else pulls, or is he starting his pull?
As
Well, everybody else was pulling, so he joined in.
Okay.
So he's
Okay.
pulling right now.
strength check.
That is. Oh, I forgot I have a -1 to strength. That's a 10.
I feel like we
10.
need to pull right about now.
Are
That's
one of
the
you
first,
wanting
he's
to
gonna
use
push.
yours?
Yeah, I'll ask.
All right.
Audience, can I have advantage, please?
So, audience, you can choose to give Castil advantage, disadvantage, or have him keep his 10 for this roll.
Come on! Advantage!
Your disadvantage. Or chaos.
We
Or
choose the
chaos.
I mean, they're going for the nat 1 at that point.
I mean, but wouldn't it be funny if the root just like slapped him?
Bam. That would be funny. Oh, a disadvantage one. Ooh.
Pulling it like rubber bands you and then just slaps you right in the forehead. That'd be good.
Wow, this is ranging in a way I did not see. Oh, now it's back to
I've
advantage.
played a moon druid before, actually. Right? That was a moon druid? Or was it a
It takes a monk to become a Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, never mind. I played a Twilight Cleric. That's what it was, not a moon.
Ah.
No, I have played a moon druid before. She was the second character I ever played, and she also died the very first session I played her.
Oh,
You remember
that one.
Sierra? The one
Oh,
where it was
yeah.
like, do you want to meet our god? And she goes, sure. And they just
Killed her.
killed her. That was back when I was
remember
14
that.
and a little dumb.
Just learning how to play.
Innocent, and we're all expecting the best of everyone.
Like,
That was
wait,
so
you
funny.
can take me there? Awesome!
Yeah, I was like, oh, cool. And then they were like, okay, die. And I was like, wait. And after that, I was talking to the dungeon master. I was like, why'd they do that?
The poll?
He's
Oh,
like,
yeah, let's close up the poll.
Oh, yeah. And closed. All right, advantage 1.
Nice.
All right.
Yay.
Roll with advantage.
Roll another die.
Remember, TikTokers, you can
14.
always put in the TikTok
14.
chat.
Okay. You grab the root and you start pulling it out, and it's coming out, but you're not quite strong enough on this one to get it all the way out.
But it's coming out.
But it's coming. Okay, Zilli, it's your turn.
Alright, even though Kaya completely ignores me, I guess I'll help her. I'm gonna go over to where it looked like the root was dislodging, and I'm going to take my staff and like stick it in there and like use it as like leverage to try and get it out.
Okay.
Kaya's going through it. You can't blame her.
Let's have you make that one
True.
an athletics
Yeah.
check.
All right, what's my athletics?
Because you're using a makeshift tool. So.
Crap. I am making a makeshift tool. I'm going to actually ask the chat, should I use physical or digital dice?
Oh, option 1 or option 2?
So option 1 is what, Zilli?
Option 1 will be physical. Option 2 will be digital.
Okay, physical dice or digital dice, guys?
Hmm. This is a real tough question. You can't put digital dice in jail. That's the risk.
That's the
That's
real
the
risk.
problem.
Hard.
Well, I can stop using it, and that's basically putting it in jail, but
You could try deleting them.
Try deleting the dice. Rude.
Ooh, okay. We're gonna close it up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think I messed up my fingers there, but yes. Oh, and we got a
Yay!
last minute vote from Lance and Lori Gay Troll. Physical dice, and physical dice win.
all right. So now I have. You know what? Let's give the baby D20 a go.
Maybe D20.
Let's see if baby D20 has learned its lesson.
The little ones can never do you dirty.
I've just got metal dice.
This one has done me dirty.
It's just a little mischievous.
It's just a little
It's
baby.
like a,
He's just a little guy.
like a. It's like the terrible twos.
Ah, I
It's
see.
terrible twos stage.
Oh, yeah,
It's not full
hasn't
grown yet.
yeah.
That is a 16.
Okay, 16. So you get in there with your staff, and you kind of use it as like a little lever to pop it down, and you use all your weight, and it does come free. And the root falls to the ground, and it's already starting to snake back upwards, and it looks like it's wanting to reconnect to the wall. But it's not reconnecting quite yet. Because it...
We got everybody.
So it's going to try to reconnect, but it's not reconnecting yet. All right, that's the end of your
She's
turn.
a-
Unless
she's-
you can do anything else.
well, last thing.
Can I
she's
just
going-
Can I just hug the root while it flails around?
After Zilli does her thing, then you can.
Zilli is just like after that. Zilli's just trying to keep it from going back into the wall, i.e., just taking her staff and just baff. And
Because
she's
you're
gonna turn
whacking.
it. Yeah, she's whacking it, and then she like pauses momentarily to turn back to everyone and just scream, "Hurry!" And then she's gonna start whacking it again.
So you're whacking it. Kaya's cuddling it as it's like flailing on the ground.
She's trying to hold it away from doing that, but in the process, therefore, is cuddled.
You're just like gripping it. I just imagine it like lifting upwards like a snake, and you're just stuck to it, and it's like flailing around. And it's being hit on the face, and it's like, yeah. That's how. That's kind of what I'm picturing. It's kind of funny.
Real quick, Caitlin, what's on that? What are you eating exactly?
It's just homemade bread with butter.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, just butter. Okay, then it's probably it's either my roommates or I smell something through the camera, but I swear I smell peanut butter right now.
Okay, the werewolf turns to the root and it's going to run over, dig its claws in, and it's going to try and rip it out.
Whew, werewolf strength!
Oh!
I knew he had it in him. I knew he had it in him.
Paige, you were pulling on your turn, right?
Okay,
Correct. He didn't get it out, but he was pulling.
the werewolf grabs it, yanks it out in one go, and the root is now flailing on the ground as he's like growling at it as it's trying to reconnect to the wall.
I had a held action after his turn.
Oh, okay. Your held action was to start pulling?
Once all 4 of them were being pulled on, and all 4 of those are being pulled on now.
Yes. Okay, pull on it.
Okay.
Roll strength.
Sorry, I've got to look at my... could this be an athletics check?
If you are making some kind of makeshift tool to help you, I would say yes, but otherwise it'll just be a normal strength check.
But isn't athletics just like your like normal like athletic ability?
Yes, but for the sake of this challenge, we're not doing that, where it's just the strength for a bare hand
Okay.
attempt. But if you want to use anything like a sword or a staff or something to help you get that leverage, then I would say it was athletics, so that you get that extra bonus on it.
Well, then
If you're
can I do
proficient.
that?
Yeah, you can do that.
I'll kind of like use my sword, like, and kind of like, or actually, I'll try and like use my shield to like dig it up a bit,
Okay.
like, push it out of over, kind of to pull it, uproot it.
I like that. Yeah, you can roll with athletics.
Okay, if that's the case, then I have a 21.
21. Okay, you start digging it in and you hear it rip free, and the seed is now like sitting on your shield. There are still roots connected to it because there's just a ton of it, but it is freed from the pedestal. And you can see that there are roots sprouting from it again, reaching for the pedestal to pull it back onto it.
No, no.
Okay, that's the end of. That was your held action.
That was my held action.
So then it's the mounted head. The mounted head barks at all of you, and as it barks, fire comes shooting out of its mouth.
I can
It's going
take it.
to try and roast you all.
I'm glad one of us can take it.
I healed you. You're at 7.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll be fine.
Don't forget, we've got the indomitable human spirit that we can use.
That's true.
I'm a drow.
The indomitable racial spirit.
Species spirit.
I need Castil, Paige, and Rayla to make dexterity saving throws. If you're currently pulling on a root, it'll be at disadvantage because you're currently not looking at the head.
Wait, so did I pull it out?
Yes, it's like, yes, you did.
Okay, so mine's not at disadvantage.
Correct. It's trying to reconnect though, but that's the only difference. So I'll make dexterity saving throws. DC is a 10.
Oh, well
I
then I
think I
pass. I don't even have
rolled.
to add.
Oh, I rolled a 9.
I rolled a 15.
You failed. You succeed.
Oh, wait, actually -1. That's a 14.
Still a success. Greg, you succeed. So for those who succeeded, you will still take half damage. But if you failed, you take full damage.
Okay, what's full? Oh, you're
And
right.
rolling. Full damage is 8 points of fire damage and 4 damage for half.
6 points left. We can take it.
You can take it. Castil, Paige, you both still up?
Yep.
I'm good.
Good.
How much health do you have left, Castil?
7.
Hey!
I like
Very
it.
close.
All right, Paige, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep pulling.
All right, make another strength check.
Okay. I'm actually gonna also pull out my crowbar now. He like lets one arm go, pulls out his crowbar, and he's gonna like seeing what Zilli did, he's gonna try to mimic the action, see if he can get advantage for using his crowbar here.
You can use athletics.
Okay, I'll take it. Okay. Let's try. Hey, 15.
All right, you pull out your crowbar, you stick it in there, and you push against the wall, and the root comes free. And as it falls on the ground, it starts to rise up, kind of like a snake, and it's trying to reconnect to the wall. That's hilarious.
Which ones are still in? Is it just Castil's?
I think it is just Castil's now.
Yep.
Kaya, it's your turn. Can you make an athletics check for me? Because now you're like wrestling it as it's trying to reconnect to the wall.
Oh boy.
This is different just because you're not pulling on it anymore. The pulling is specifically strength, but keeping it pinned down is different. It's just normal rules.
Well, they're both -1 on my character sheet, so.
It doesn't make a difference. Okay.
Oh, it kind of landed in between. Okay, I got an 8.
Okay, it shakes you off, and it is now going right for the wall. And it looks like if Zilli does not succeed on blocking it on her turn, then it will connect to the wall.
Zilli!
But you're now on the ground as it's shaking you off. Rayla! Castil, you're up next.
Well, my seed is separated. I'd like to
It is still trying to connect, though.
Yeah,
it's still
I'd like
trying.
to pull it further away because it's kind of like on my shield.
Okay.
I'd like to just kind of like pop it up a little bit, pulling it further away, and I'd like to grab the seed with my other hand and just like hold on to it.
Okay, make an athletics check for me as it's connected to like all the other roots, so it's going to try and resist this pulling away. Let's see.
Well, I pulled it free though.
Right, but it still has roots connected to like everything because it's the center seed, so everything reconnects to this. It's just not on the pedestal anymore, and that's what it's trying to reconnect to.
Oh, I see.
So as you're trying to move it, it's like ripping up all the other roots. It's littler roots.
Nat 20!
Okay, you are able to successfully move it away. I could say you can move 5 feet backwards if you want with the seed.
That'd be a 25 also.
25. You definitely beat what it rolled, so.
Yes!
Oh, let me move it back with you.
That was exciting. Thank you, Dice.
Good job, Dice.
That's a third nat 20 today.
That's
All
so
in
many
our
nat
favor.
20s.
What is happening?
Yeah, this is pretty good, guys. Pretty good. Thank you, chat.
Okay, Castil, it is now your turn. Zilli, you're up next.
Don't mess this up, Castil.
Come on, Castil.
Don't mess it up.
I use my pole,
All right.
my staff.
Oh, okay, you're gonna use it. So then you can use athletics.
Hold the
Yep.
lever, Castil.
Otherwise, it's strength, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I need. If I do athletics, I at least get a +1. So for some reason, I have proficiency in it.
Nice.
That is a 17.
17. Okay, you stick your staff in there like all your other friends have, and you push against the wall, and the root comes free. And as it does, there is this purple flash from all the roots, and you all hear a scream of a young girl crying out in pain. And from the root, the seed itself, like the main root, the seed, there's like a wisp that comes out. And for a moment, it seems to take form of a girl, arms stretched out, as a scream escapes, and the mist disappears. And the head just droops and becomes still, and then starts to dissolve into stone and mud, and the ground starts to shift beneath all of you, and the walls start to change and shift, and you feel like everything is starting to revert to how it should have been. And you gotta move quickly or you're gonna be crushed.
Run!
Can I do a sanity check?
Oh, sanity check? Yes.
I think I'm gonna join her in that.
Well,
So
I got a nat 1.
the world is like.
For this exact scenario.
Very fitting, yeah. I
Sorry,
was gonna
sorry,
say.
just to clarify, so the room is like warping, the wolf
Yep.
statue's melting?
Yeah, so the stat that busted head, it is like reverting to stone and mud and like dissolving.
And the werewolf dude?
The werewolf currently has not changed form yet. This is just like the immediate effects that you're seeing right now.
What about our entrance and exit?
Your entrance and exit look to be shifting from like a slide to kind of how do I describe this? So it's a tunnel, so that's the slide part, but now it's starting to shift like this, and you got to get on it before it closes, and that's your path back to like the normal level. Otherwise you will be crushed in the ground as it is slowly tilting like this.
Okay, so over on the right here,
Correct.
that's our path up. Okay.
So we'll go out of initiative for this. It'll be an acrobatics check to like jump onto it for like everyone to do. But you guys can have a little time to talk or shout out each other as this is happening.
Wait, can I ask another thing?
Yes.
Is there any way that I can like quickly shove the seed into my bag?
You think if you take your sword to cut off the dead roots that are still connected to it, then you could.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if I can do that, but then she wants to run for the noble and get him before running to the exit.
Sounds good. You can do that.
Okay.
Fair. Paige is also going to do a little running thing, but he's actually going to run towards Barrett. He's going perhaps not run, more like carefully walking up to
Uh-huh.
him. He's got like his hands up. He's like, Barrett, my name is Paige. My name is Paige. Safe. You are safe. You're okay. It's okay. Brillith safe. Brillith safe. We are friends. We know Brillith. We helped with sheep. He says. Sheep. You know the sheep. And he nods. He says, come. And he's actually going to like reach into his bag, and he's going to pull out his manacles. And he's going to say, put your hands in these. You can't control yourself. Please, well, you can. Put your hands in these.
Roll for persuasion.
Okay.
W for Paige. I'd give him inspiration if I could.
Audience, if you want, be Kaya's friend, give her inspiration.
Them's rules. Okay, hold on. Persuasion. Okay.
Man, at this moment, I so badly wanted to go into the mic and just be like, "Wolf in sheep's clothing is more than a warning."
My first thought was, Paige is like, "You're safe." And I'm like, looking around at all the scenery shifting.
Okay.
Silver Dusk says inspiration.
Let's go.
Let's go!
Audience.
Yay!
Check TikTok too.
Okay. So I rolled a 21 for persuasion.
Okay, 21 for persuasion. He reluctantly puts his hands into the manacles for you to lock it.
Okay, he locks his hands in. As soon as his hands are inside, he says, "Now come." And he's not going to drag him. Instead, he's like walking with him. He's like trying to pull him, but his eyes do not leave this werewolf. Like, he keeps his eyes right on him. If he like even like swings at him, he's just gonna try to get out of the way.
Also,
Okay.
I love how like 3 people were trying to give inspiration to Paige. That's just so cute. Steve and
As they
Gatros.
should. He deserves it.
I love it.
Unfortunately, I either do have audience inspiration or I do not. So I do get inspiration. But I don't get 3 inspiration.
Exactly.
Oh well.
Okay.
Okay.
So while you're doing that, Rayla's going for the downed soldier.
Mhm.
Kaya has failed her sanity check. Castil, you rolled for sanity as well and got a 9, correct? A 4. A 4. Okay, you failed as well. Zilli, you want to say what you're doing before or after I resolve sanities? You want to make a sanity check? What are you wanting to do?
I don't think she's gonna do a sanity check. At this point, is the seed, the actual seed, off the pedestal? Is
Yes,
it on the
it's
ground.
It's in my backpack.
it's in Rayla's
Okay, it's
backpack.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's off the map.
So, all right. So
Okay, wait.
Uh,
My question. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say my question is to Dane. Why did? I'm just curious what your sanity check was for specifically.
Because he just saw a wisp, which I'm assuming was a soul, come out of the seed.
Freaky
What?
stuff, man.
Wait, we saw that?
And you're the
Yeah,
only one who
something-
knows it's my sister.
Yes.
a wisp, like a mist kind of had come out of the seed, the main seed, and it was like the pose of a young girl with her arms outstretched as that scream had echoed through the chamber. And then she
I did
dissolved.
not get that.
Rayla was too distracted stealing the seed.
Exactly. She had a mission to do.
Oh, no, she probably saw that. No, like not gonna lie, I didn't catch that.
It's
Sorry.
okay.
But she probably saw that and was like, "Figure that out another day." Chop.
Yeah,
She's not
okay.
trying to steal it. She's trying to like get everything and go because
yeah.
getting out of here to her is like more important.
Yeah.
Not my trauma. Okay.
Not my trauma. Not my problem. Zilli, anything else? What are you wanting to do?
So, knowing that Rayla has the seed, she'd probably see the entryway start to close and probably go for that.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check for me, please. The DC is a 10.
Okay.
Actually, we'll say it's a 5 for you because everyone else is doing something else for their turn. So for them, it's going to be a 10 because it's going to be further up, but for you, it'll be a 5. So this is your
Well,
first
that's
thing
a
you're doing.
15.
Okay, well then you succeed and you jump into it, no problem.
Yeah.
And it's still shifting upwards, so it's a little higher, so it'll be a little harder. But you're in the safety zone. For those who have sanity problems.
Wait, I'm
Um,
sorry.
Yes.
Before you do the sanity, I have one last question.
Mhm.
So the area I'm running in to grab the noble, is it still difficult terrain with all the blood?
No.
No.
That is a good question. Thank you for checking. No,
Okay.
the blood is pretty much, with the magical effects, has just turned to mud. So it's muddy, it's not bloody.
Okay, so she's just like getting mud all over herself.
Yeah.
The the noble, is he bleeding out, unconscious, awake? Like,
He looked like he was knocked out, but he has, in this last round, his eyes have opened, so he saw this last round. But he's still, on the ground in shock. A lot happened in that last round.
yeah, okay, because when she goes over to him, she knows what she looks like. She knows that he knows who she is. But she's gonna walk up to him and be like, "I'm getting you out of here." She's gonna grab his hands together and just hoist him over her shoulder.
He just makes a oh no sound.
And she's gonna start then booking it towards the exit with where Zilli left.
Okay.
So that's how she's gonna do it. She's gonna be like, "I know, but I'm getting you out of here."
I like it. So, for those with sanity, we will first do Kaya. Kaya, first off, you lose 1 point of sanity. So what you'll do is you'll actually lower your total sanity count by 1. which then may or may not affect your rolls going forwards. But you've lost some sanity. And then I need you to... Oh, what
Wait,
does that put
okay,
you at?
do I click the 10 and make it a 9?
Correct. This does, because you rolled a nat 1, when you lose a point of sanity, it does trigger a long-term madness. But it's long-term, it can be fixed. It's not a permanent madness, so don't panic too much. So I need you to roll
She
a
would be
D100.
panicking that.
Roll a D100 for me.
D100. Let me pull up the dice. It's not working.
Should I roll D100 as well, just to be ready, or?
You will need a D100 as well. You will be rolling for a short-term madness, but not a long-term.
Oh, she's getting long-term madness?
Yes.
So
You rolled a nat 1. She lost
Yeah,
a
'cause I
sanity
got a
point.
nat 1.
Nat 1s
So,
is the only
which
way
one
you
is
really
not
lose
working?
sanity.
Yeah, but I got a nat 1 and only had a short-term madness.
No, I thought you rolled a 2.
Was it a 2?
It was a 2.
But I
It
lost
wasn't
a
a nat 1.
sanity, though.
You didn't lose a sanity point.
Yeah, you had me lose a sanity point.
Okay, whatever. I guess I messed up. Don't
That's
worry about
okay.
it.
I got a 5.
A 5.
Not me getting a nat
Okay.
1 at the most perfect time for my character.
Roll 1d10 as well.
Kind of awesome. This is how many years it'll be.
5.
I am curious as to if, like, everyone's going back to normal, though. Like, if Castil loses the tail, Kaya loses the horn, Zilli gets
You don't
the
see an
horn.
effect yet. Kaya, for the next 2 days, your character feels compelled to repeat a specific activity over and over, such as washing hands, touching things, praying, or counting coins. You can choose whatever that is for you, like what her little activity is, but it's kind of just like a compulsive behavior that you're doing. You're still able to do anything else. You can still function. It's just like when you're not doing something, you're gonna be fiddling and doing something else
Okay. Okay.
for 2 days.
Okay.
Castil, your short-term madness.
Yay! I rolled a 16.
16. Okay, roll 1d10 for me.
I rolled the percentile, got the double zeros. I don't know.
Double, so 100.
That's a 10, right?
No, it's 100, I think.
Double zeros is 100.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, if it was to be a D10.
Oh, you rolled a d10. Oh, I thought you were still talking about the hundreds. I'm like, no, that's 100. But
yeah,
yes, that's a 10. So for 10 minutes, you retreat into your mind and become paralyzed. The effect ends if the character takes any damage.
Oh, no.
As the whole
Somebody
place is like
smack him.
closing.
You're just sealed. You're just frozen.
Okay, I'll put him back to where he was when he rolled that sanity then.
You seem like a shell of a human. A shell of a mortal. There we go, because you're not human. A shell of a mortal.
Oh, no.
Okay. Anyone else want to roll for sanity?
Oh,
Really?
Hold on. Can I roll perception to see if Rayla
Yeah.
sees that on Castil?
Yeah, roll for perception.
Hold on. What do I have? Do I have a -1 on perception? No, I have a +1, so that's a 19.
19. Yes, you can see what just happened, and you can tell that like he has frozen up,
No.
in terror. You're like this turn though is kind of like the picking up the guy because you took the seed, you ran over to him, now you've picked him up.
Okay.
So I would say before you do anything for Castil, Paige and Kaya and Castil Castil can't do anything.
well,
but
Paige
Zilli
went
can
and
do something.
manacled the werewolf.
That was his first one, yes.
Yeah.
Your first one was getting the seed and going to the guy. Your second one would be picking him up.
Okay.
And this perception. So then on your third one, you could either run to Castil or run to the exit.
Okay.
Paige, what would you like to do?
I think Paige at this point will go towards the exit. He figures he's got to make sure this werewolf doesn't kill anybody. So probably should get him to the exit. And he's gonna head over there. I think that's all he'll do though.
Okay.
Yeah, he's kind of like glancing between people as he goes, but
If you choose to like dash, then I can just say you guys can reach there and you can make your acrobatics check to jump up.
okay. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Okay. Roll acrobatics for me. Werewolf will do it as well. Roll this one.
Come on, werewolf man. Werewolf buddy.
The DC is a 10.
You got this.
Phew,
werewolf buddy.
he barely makes it with a 10.
Not even close.
Not even close. I rolled a 9. It was close, man.
Okay, I got a 20.
20, alright. You are both able to jump up. You jump up very quickly. The werewolf kind of stumbles and struggles a little bit, but succeeds. So you're all up in safety. Zilli, what do you want to do?
Didn't she get up?
She is up, yes.
Yeah, I am up. What do I see when I
Good,
get up
she's
there?
safe.
You can see that it is tilting upwards. The walls, where it was like a slide tube, is opening up a bit, and it feels like it's starting to shift and change back into the sewer system.
Okay. I am going to look back and see if there's any way that I can give them more time to get through. Like somehow lodge something to like have it stop morphing. Is that something I could do?
I would say yes. However, depending on what you pick, you're not going to be able to get it back. Because it's literally like the earth, you're pushing it against two really tight things, and you're not going to have a way to pull it free without breaking.
Is there a nearby like loose piece of rubble or like a pipe, since it's the sewer system?
Not yet, because it's not fully reverted. Because if the pipes were back, you guys would be squished already. I mean, there's rocks, but not like... I'm imagining you're wanting something big enough that the people can still squeeze through?
Yes. But if there's like a corner, like if it's closing like this, if there's like a corner like right here, I could probably lodge like a rock or something right there.
Yeah, you can do that. It won't activate yet, because they still get another chance that the DC just goes up. But you can do that to buy them more time when it inevitably gets to that point. So you can do it now, but it just won't take effect yet until it reaches the point of hitting the rock, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what she's
Okay.
gonna do.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. You can find a big enough rock, probably.
Yeah. And just
Cool. Kaya, what do you want to do?
So, where's Castil? Is he still like frozen in the same spot?
Yep.
Okay, so not gonna lie to you, Kaya would probably like
Leave me for
straight up-
dead.
straight up run to the middle and be like searching for something that isn't there.
Oh,
Straight up just be like,
searching for her sister.
yeah, running the opposite way towards the danger and just like searching nothing and just like freaking out. But like really desperately and like shaking and looking and like touching the floor and like moving the dust and just like searching for something that's not there. And she's also calling out her sister's name.
What's her sister's name?
Amara. And she's like too freaked out to cry, so like she just has wide eyes and she's just like
Sad.
terrified.
Okay. So you're searching. Those who are out, I'll just put them up here so that we know they're not down here. Castil, you're still frozen, so you can't really do anything.
I can. I dropped my staff. And
You drop your staff. I love it.
You
The
can
staff
tell us
splatters
where
to the
mine
ground.
is right now.
If you want to know where his mind is at, he's in bewildered of like the implications that there is a soul tied to the Valiency seed of like, what does that like? He assumed it was a seed; they come naturally, but does this imply that lives are taken in order to make these things? In which case, how dare the people he knows, his race, how dare they go against like respecting life in this manner, as well as the implications to how the original curse came about, and the shock about that.
Okay. Rayla.
Okay, can I do stuff now?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for being patient.
Sorry, I'm just so excited.
I love it. Yay!
Rayla's actually going to like look at the guy and be like, "You can walk." Like she's not even going to like question him.
He
She's
just
going
nods.
to set him
Stand him
upright.
up.
He's like, free me, please.
Is he tied up?
Yes, his hands and legs are tied.
Oh, she's gonna slice them real quick with her sword, and like kind of like shove his shoulder, and
He bolts.
Yeah. Because I totally thought he was like stabbed and unable to move. That's why she just grabbed him. But like seeing Castil, especially when he drops his thing, and like seeing Kaya, so she is going to like run past the center, and the first thing she's going to do is she's going to grab permission to grab Kaya by the shoulders. Kaya.
Here's the thing, if you grab her, she will probably get kind of violent and try to hit you, probably. Considering the situation.
So is this a permission to attack?
No,
Rayla?
not
Grab
permission
you?
to attack.
If you have
She's
permission.
what I am trying to do is she's trying to shake you out of like your reverie, essentially, of like trying to search for Amara. And she's gonna be like, Kaya, you need to get out of here, kind of a thing.
Okay, you can do that, but she's gonna shove you off, and she's still gonna keep searching and just like calling out.
And calling out Amara. She's gonna be like, oh my gosh. Okay. She tried that. So she's gonna come back to you first in a minute. After that, after Kaya kind of like shoves her off, she would like to run over to Castil.
Okay.
Steve
can do that.
is saying contested roll. I'm not trying to like attack her. I'm trying to like shake her awake.
You gotta slap Castil so he can walk. Give him 1 HP of damage.
It's
If he
Castil.
allows it, you have to ask him.
Yeah.
I'm
Can she slap
very
you?
open and liberal with what you do with my character.
So she's actually
I
going
am
to
as
take
well.
a different approach with
Oh.
Castil. Because for her, she's more familiar with Kaya a bit more, and with Kaya, she feels like she needs to like brunt force, like shake her out of it, kind of a thing. With Castil, she sees him kind of like get this like numb, like paralysis, right? And for her, she feels that. She understands that. She's had that happen to her just recently. And she's going to kneel down in front of him. She's going to say, Castil, Castil, we need to get out of here. And is there any response?
He's just silently staring. Because unless I am hit, apparently, I do not snap out of this.
Yes.
Okay, she is going to gently reach for your staff that has fallen. And can she quickly attach it to the side of her pack?
Sure.
Okay. And then, actually, audience high or low?
Ooh.
Audience high or low?
Spicy.
Pull a
Okay,
tangled.
guys.
Like.
What's the high or low? Like, what's their
Um,
choice? What's it gonna affect?
Okay, the choice is. So okay. Sorry, I should probably say. So whichever one you guys pick. Maybe I should change this to an option 1 and an option 2. Actually.
Okay, we can still say high is option 1 and low is option
Okay.
2. So you don't.
Yeah. So guys, don't cast your votes quite yet.
You can rechange your vote.
Yeah, you can rechange your vote. High is going to be an option 1, actually, in which she is going to reach out and actually carry Castil
Oh.
out.
Puppies?
Option 2, aka low, is going to be her essentially trying to smack him awake. So,
I like it.
option 1, carry him out. Option 2, slap him out. Let's see, it's
a
tied
little
right
bit
now. It's
tied.
tied.
If you voted something different, you can still change it.
You have time to change.
Yeah, you just type it back in and then it'll revote.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Stick with H. It's tied, guys.
Hmm.
This is so hard. What did people even vote for? I don't know.
High, low,
It's
Well-
literally tied.
low. What? Oh.
But they need a tie.
They got a. I vote 2, so that's going to be for low. So low's now in the lead.
Okay.
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 Okay, so low has 1 more point, so it's got 4v3. Now we got 4v4.
4-4.
TikTok, come on, you gotta save us.
Somebody's is open.
Don't worry.
Watch, I'll be
Lance
tied.
and Lori, we're putting you. We have you counted in, so right now it's even. Guys, this
Lance
is
and Lori.
hard. This is so hard. If there's a tie, I don't know what to do.
Okay, there's 2 for low outside of what. Oh, there we go.
We got anger issues with low. Okay. Alrighty, perfect, guys. We're closing the poll in 3, 2, 1.
Before it's even again.
It's even.
Low 1.
Thank you for splitting it.
Haha.
Okay. What she's going to do in this moment, she already tied his staff to her. Okay, she's gonna be like, okay, it's just Castil. Snap yourself out of it!
Wait, inspiration day for that commitment. That was amazing.
That was beautiful.
Inspiration.
We better make a reel for that.
And then both of her hands are now kind of like on his knees. Like,
I will say,
Just-
you knock him over with that slap.
okay.
Because he has no base or ground. He's just standing there.
Okay, then
so,
she's
like,
not. Okay, then she's not touching you after that. She slapped you, and she's gonna be like, Castil, get up.
I'm sorry. Right.
It's okay. It's okay. We just need to get out of here, and I'm not letting you die here.
Got you.
Now get
You-
up and get out.
You grab Kaya.
'Kay.
He'll run over and be ready to start helping people up onto the rising platform.
Okay, you get over there. You do notice the noble is like hanging on with his fingers, going help, help, because he couldn't succeed, and so you like help him up. He's like, oh, thank you, as he like crawls up. Kaya, what are you doing?
She's like freaking out. She's acting like a child again, like almost reverting because of the trauma, and yeah, just screaming Amara. And if Rayla touches her, then she'll just scream, let go of me, and then she'll just keep calling out for her sister.
Rayla's not touching you this time.
She's very
You're
sad.
searching for Amara, and she recognizes that the brute force did not help last time. So she this time is going to take a similar approach to Castil, yet not quite the same. And she's going to get down on her hands and knees, and she's going to start brushing away dust with you. And after maybe like 30 seconds, no, maybe like 10 seconds of like doing this with you, kind of like brushing away dirt next to you, trying to look for Amara, she's gonna say, Kaya, she might have gone up. We need to go. We need to look for her somewhere else.
Not the manipulation. No, that's not really manipulation.
Do you want me to roll deception?
Maybe roll persuasion. And while you're rolling, what she's gonna do is she's just gonna drop to her hands and knees, and she's just gonna be staring at her hands like pressed to the ground, and just like her body's shaking, and then finally like a few tears just fall on her hand, and she can't even search anymore. She's just shaking and just can't even stand up.
Ooh.
17.
Continue with your
She's gonna say, Kaya, it's pretty plain that she's not here. At least not in this vicinity. Now the place is collapsing around us, Kaya, and we need to make sure that you can get out so you can keep looking for her out there. She would want you to live. So let's get out to live another day to look for her. Please.
Her eyes stay down, and she just takes a really shaky breath, and she's like, and she just nods at first and just keeps nodding, and then okay, and then she tries to stand, and she immediately falls because she is not in the place to stand right now, but she will let you help her stand.
Rayla's gonna help you stand, and she's going to like grab your hands in hers and like pull you in close, and just like eye to eye, she's gonna say, you're going to find your sister. Okay, one way or another, this life or the next, you will find her.
Gonna find
Her eyes just avoid yours the whole time, and she kind of nods, but you can tell she's not really believing that right now, and just another tear falls, and she just can't look at anyone right now.
She's like, okay, can I help you get out of here? Okay. And she is going to kind of pull you along. If your legs aren't working, she's going to carry you.
She's taking a few steps, like she can do it, but if you want her to go fast, you're gonna have to carry her.
Okay, then she's with your permission, she will like kind of grab you, not romantically coded at all, and she is going
the heartthrob of the party.
Apparently that's what I am tonight. And she's going to like run over, and like she's going to, as she's running over, she's going to say, Castil, get up and grab her.
At this point, so before you like get there, but before you get there and are able to do that, the pathway has gotten to the point where now Zilli's rock has come into play. It is practically closed. You guys have about this much space It's gonna be a tight squeeze. You can do it, but it's gonna be hard, and her rock is like the only thing keeping this entrance open for you guys at this time.
Okay.
Is there anything you guys up top want to do to help those trying to come up that could lower their DC?
Zilli's probably small enough. She can like squeeze through a little bit and like reach out a hand.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. I can reach out. I have my extendy pole. I can reach that out.
Also,
saying
Melody Wolf said
command
inspo
word
to
and then-
Kaya.
Oh, thank you.
yes.
Yes, it's Bodakaya. Thank you, Melody
Audience
Wolf.
inspiration. Earned.
Yay!
But yeah, he'll like reach out his pole collapsing and he'll like reach it down to help lift people up.
Okay, so the DC was a 20 because, again, I said this was like a 30-foot kind of thing. But now you've lowered it to a 15 with the two of you working to help them get up. So, Castil, for those trying to get up, you need to make acrobatics DC 15 to get up.
Would I be able to cast Entangle on the wall to create like little branches that we can use to help pull ourselves?
Does it have to be cast on a creature?
No, I don't
No?
think so.
Okay, then yeah,
Okay.
you can do that. If it doesn't have to be targeted on a creature, then you can do that, unless you use someone as an anchor point.
That would not be good.
Sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square starting from a point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground into difficult. So more of just like
Position.
giving us something to grab onto to give us a little bit of leverage.
Yeah, you could do that.
Alright.
So we'll say that lowers the DC to 10 now for everybody trying to get up.
Does it look like they're going to make it if I go up now, or?
Yes. Because of
Okay.
Zilli's rock, they can.
Okay. Then in that case, I will go up.
And Rayla's, when you get up, Rayla's gonna try and like push Kaya up and like have you like grab her and pull her up so that way she
Oh, yeah.
doesn't have to like make a check.
He's gonna be up there for both of you. What am I rolling again?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Oh, that's a +3. Yeah, that's an 14.
You're able to climb up there with all the different help, and as you're nearing the top, Zilli reaches down and pulls you up.
Alright. And I immediately turn around and wait for the others to come over.
Okay. Oh, he's up there. So, Rayla, how are you helping Kaya get up?
I am like, well, because she's carrying her right now. She's gonna like try and like shift her up and like push her up, like towards Castil. So that way she doesn't have like a big jump that she's got to do. She's kind of like throwing her up to Castil a little bit.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Melody Wolf and Professor Foghorn. As much as I love Caitlin, I don't swing that way.
Fair enough. Okay. I will say it's up to you, Rayla, whether or not you want to do acrobatics or athletics to essentially toss her up there, and you can have advantage because of your three comrades up above helping to like catch her and bring her up.
I will do athletics. That's the one that I'm really good at, and I'm grateful I have advantage because that was an 18 instead of a nat 1. But the 18 plus 5 is 23.
Okay, you guys are able to get Kaya up there successfully, and then Rayla, you start scurrying up, so make an acrobatics check for yourself.
Acrobatics? Not athletics?
Can be athletics if you're using the pole to like climb it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
That is a
Hold it still, Paige. Hold it still.
18.
Okay. With Paige, you're able to get up there. It's a little wobbly. It's not like the most sturdiest thing because Paige is just holding it straight. But you successfully get up there, and as your leg comes through and the last of Paige's staff retracts, the rock breaks and the passage seals.
Also,
Whew.
Steve Weber, yes, a friendship.
A friendship, yes.
True.
They're gonna be best friends.
There you go.
Okay, so you guys are now trapped in the darkness of the sewers. Of course, you have lights.
I've got the lantern.
Things are still shifting and changing. However, you do not feel like you are in a life or death situation anymore. And that you will be able to make your way out successfully. And at this time, Zilli, you're starting to get a little bit of a headache as your hair is starting to dim and two pointy things are starting to push through your scalp and it kind of hurts. And then Kaya, at this point, your big horn that was like holding your head down has fallen off and your eyes have returned to their normal color. For Castil, that sharp pain is starting to go away as that tail is shrinking. And the red splotchiness on your skin is starting to fade. And the werewolf looks like the ears are shrinking and the fur is starting to morph back into skin. It's a slow transformation, but you feel like because the seed is gone, you are now reverting back to your normal selves. Because the transformation was not completed. So if it was completed, it'd be a different story, but you're good.
Zilli, with that, is like gonna lean her head on the wall of the sewers.
Kaya doesn't even notice that she lost her horn. She's currently like curled in a ball and just like very, very silently like crying. Like you can barely hear it. And she just is curled up and holding herself.
Okay.
Rayla will unshutter her lantern. And she'll shakily get up to her feet. And we're in the sewers now.
Yes.
All right, everyone.
Well, we can't stay here. We should probably at least keep moving.
Castil.
Sorry not to... Yes.
I do agree that we should get out of here quickly, but I think everyone needs just a moment.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize. You yourself need a moment.
You're on mute, Greg.
Paige is just agreeing. She's like nodding.
Rayla will untie the Castil's staff from her bag, and she's going to hand it over to him.
Thank you. Magic doesn't really seem to work as well without it.
Well, glad I could have returned it. And she's going to step a little bit away from the group and sit down.
So, I gotta ask. So, Barrett.
Barrett?
Barrett, that's canonically how we say it. Barrett, so he is still a werewolf, correct?
Yes, but it looks like he's shifting to a normal form.
Oh,
Okay.
so he's shifting back.
Yeah, I was very curious about that. That makes
You
a
can-
lot more sense.
Roll for insight for me, Paige.
Okay. Roll insight.
Also, Megan and
16.
Dane, I don't think you saw the note in the chat, but water check. Drink water.
I did, and sadly, I am all out.
Oh.
No!
Paige will actually, like, as he's like transforming back, he's like got his hands up. He's like, okay, take a seat, take a seat. And he's like slowly putting him like onto the ground as he's doing this. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm sending you a whisper. But as you're setting Barrett down, he's just he looks a little shell-shocked, and he just keeps mumbling his sister's name over and over and over again. But just not like not like Kaya's sister's name, but more like that's his one, like that's what's keeping him sane, kind of saying her name as a way to like stay human, if that makes sense.
We're just kind of sitting in silence for like a few minutes.
After a few moments, the noble does stand up and he's like, well, thank you for saving me and for catching the criminal. I'm gonna get out of here because it's absolutely disgusting, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna go.
Do you have a flashlight? Do you have dark vision?
I don't. And he sits down.
This is what I thought.
Yeah, you better sit down.
So I'm guessing at this point, Zilli's headache is starting to subside as
Your horns have now regrown. You're back to normal. Your hair's gone. Your skin color's normal. Everyone has reverted back to normal at this point. Continue, Zilli.
So two things. I imagine Zilli's hair is going to be completely down rather than in its two braids at this point because the fire would have burned away the hair ties.
Yeah.
But also, the nobleman, like the way he's dressed, like I'm guessing he's covered in like blood or mud, whatever it was turned into from that. And so she like her facial expression doesn't change, but she just looks at him as he's just like, so I'm gonna get out of here because it's disgusting. And she just stares at him and is just thinking in her mind, you think the sewers are disgusting?
I love it.
Okay, after like a few minutes have passed, Rayla will again stand up and she'll look towards Castil, and she'll say, all right, I think that was enough for now.
Agreed. Sorry, I wanted us to be in a safer spot, really.
No.
I guess this is safe. The adrenaline was running.
No, I understand, Castil. It's just sometimes you need to know when to take a breath. But anyways, everyone, I think it's time. We probably ought to go.
So, like, while you're talking, you can kind of hear Kaya, like, just whispering to herself, and she's, like, gripping her head, and she's like, she was right there. She was so close, and I lost her. I literally have gone this far, and I couldn't even save her. And she's just repeating that over and over. I couldn't even do anything. Why am I even here? I can't.
Kaya. She's gonna
She
walk
just kind of
over.
grows quiet, but she doesn't respond. She just is like tugging at her hair and just.
She's gonna get down on your level. She's gonna say, Kaya, I got the seed. How about we look into it?
But you don't have her. She left. She's gone. She's not there anymore.
But we have a connection to her. We know where she was. We can try and follow that.
She's not there.
You're right, Kaya. She's not there. And she's not there. But you're
I
here.
lost her.
Not forever. Okay? Kaya, just think right now in this moment. You're here. Okay?
And not with her.
That's true. Kaya, will you humor me for just a moment? Can you tell me 5 things you see right now?
I can tell you all the things I don't see.
No? Kaya, I need you to tell me 5 things you can see. I need you to take a look around you. I need you to tell me 5 things you can see. Please. Just 5 things.
She reaches towards her bag and she pulls out the picture of her sister. And she just stares at it as if it's a response to your question.
She will gently put her hand on your wrist. Kaya. Kaya, I know you're hurting. But please, will you speak to me? Will you look up?
There's nothing to say anymore.
Okay. But I need you to get up and walk. Can you do that? If there's nothing to say anymore, I need you to at least move your legs.
She doesn't say anything, but she folds up the paper and she stands up, but she won't look at anybody.
Okay, good.
And she just pulls her hood tighter.
Okay. Now that you're up, she's gonna say, Castil, you okay?
Yes, yes. I apologize, I was shaking down there, but I'm good.
It's alright. Everyone needs a moment. Okay. Paige? She's gonna look to you. How you holding up?
Paige needs a cleric?
Okay. We'll get you a cleric. But can you walk?
Mm-hmm. And he'll like stand up and he'll like reach over to help bear it up.
Okay. And she's gonna look at Barrett. And she's gonna be like, you good? With like a little thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs middle. Thumbs up. And then she's going to
He's like touching his horns that are now back, and he's just silent.
Okay. And then she's going to look at the other guy and go, Ramon?
How do you know my name?
let's just say,
You haven't been stalking me, have you, Sunstrider?
no, I haven't.
Bruh.
But I can tell you that whoever wanted you dead was. So
Ugh.
it seems like you're doing okay. You can walk?
I can walk.
Good.
This nasty place. He like,
Zilli?
looks around.
Zilli? Megan, are you there?
Oh, she stepped away.
Ah, darn. Well, she was gonna do a little, like, go over and be like, are you okay? Your hair's back to normal. But it's okay. She'll do that later. Okay, she's checked in with everyone. She's gonna say, all right, everyone, we're good. We're fine. We can walk. Means we can get out of here. So she's gonna turn and she's gonna be like, anybody know the way?
These passages all look different from when you came down here.
Well, I'm sure we'll find a sewer grate somewhere.
What was the werewolf's name again? It was
Barrett.
Barrett. Barrett, you came down here, I think, probably before all this happened. Do you remember the way out?
He like touches his horns and he looks around and
His horns?
his horns have grown back. He's a tiefling.
Oh, Barrett. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Ramon. I was like,
No Barrett.
I don't care about that guy. He's a jerk.
yeah, he is.
He keeps touching his horns though, because one of the last things that kind of like the horns were one of the things pulling him back, so he just keeps touching his horns. Straight and right. Straight and right.
Okay.
I
Alright. Let's head on out.
don't really remember what happened. He's kind of like rubbing his head confused.
Okay. And we head on out.
Right, as you start walking, you take the turns, he said, and then you get to a point where you don't really know where you are, but you're just hoping you'll find a grate. And as you're going, you do see off in the distance, at like the edge of your light, two little eyes near the ground reflecting the light back at you, still out in the darkness.
Kitty!
The cat.
It's a rat!
I will say, as we go through the tunnels, Kaya will just like progressively get more and more distant from everyone. She's in the back, and like her cloak also just kind of gets duller and duller. She just kind of is matching her essence right now.
Sad.
Castil is not letting you go all the way back. He's staying with you.
She'll still be slightly behind.
That's fine.
As you guys continue forwards a little bit, the light does come forwards, and really you are able to make out that it is indeed the cat. And as the light comes forwards, it like stands up. It looks like it is sitting down, and it stands up and kind of trots over, carefully picking where it steps because it is the sewers. Wow.
Can you show us the way out?
Wow.
It's good to see a familiar face.
Wow. It's
Can
like
she
tail
pet-
flicks and oh yeah.
Can she pet the cat before it leads us out?
Yeah, you can pet the cat. It like arches its back and does a little turn so you can like rub at the end of its tail, and then it rubs against your legs and
You do that cat really well.
thank
know.
you.
Makes me love the cat.
The cat's the best. Also, Melody Wolf said ship, and the only thing I could think of was Kaya and the cat.
Or
Kaya-
Rayla and the cat, because she's petting the cat.
Hey! Someone with the cat. We got a ship with the cat. Oh, Kaya and Castil. See, all of the ships are like...
I can't keep them straight anymore.
They're crashing into each other at this point.
It's a shipwreck.
Shipwreck.
as they follow the cat out, Rayla would like to apologize to Castil for slapping him.
No, I'm glad you did. I needed that.
Well, I'm glad it helped. But, sorry again.
No hard feelings.
Okay, good.
Zilli is back if you wanted to do your little thing, Rayla.
Zilli, I'm so happy you're okay!
Before you all started walking, this is something she said to you, Zilli.
Zilli is gonna take her head off the wall and lean it on you.
She holds you, hugs you.
But then she's going to say, "If they see you with the seed, they might think you had something to do with it."
You might have to say it a little louder.
If they see you with the seed, they might think you had something to do with it.
I can hold on to it. I was planning to give it back to the druids if you guys would be okay with that. Maybe have them look at it.
Well, I just felt that Kaya might want to look into it since she was searching around that area. Maybe study it a bit. That's why I put it in my pouch, in my backpack.
Yeah, I mean, similar thoughts. I was hoping the druids, because I can't study it, so I was hoping the druids would be able to. But we can talk to her, Kaya.
We could do both.
True.
Right now, my pack is pretty sealed up, so unless someone's looking through it, then I think we should be fine.
And then Kaya actually speaks up and she just says, let Castil hold on to it. It'd be much better if he was found with it than you. And I will look at it later.
So they'd condemn him to death rather than me.
They're going to
He's
condemn me to
the
death either
druid.
way.
Either way, yes, but he's also a druid who is known for
Why
saving...
would he be confused? Why would he be sentenced to death? Says Raymond.
You don't need to worry about that.
I feel like I do need to worry about this. I am a noble. I mean, coming out with the Sunstrider is going to be bad enough.
Moliensi seed saved you from Moliensi seed, but confusion, maybe Castil Moliensi seed used Moliensi seed, but no, Castil no used Moliensi seed. Castil got Moliensi seed, saved you and town.
Yes, what Paige is saying here is that if Castil is holding on to the seed, then we could say that he saved the town. But if another way it could go is if he's holding on to it, they could think that maybe he was the one that put it there. Whoever put it there will be condemned.
So that one. And he points to the one in shackles. The one who put it there. I saw him do it.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty solid evidence.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry,
Castil's gonna walk up behind him and just kind of push the nobles. We're done. We're gonna keep moving. Let's go.
What are you? Why would you? He's like,
I am a druid.
Wait, wow. There's nothing wrong with druids as you're pushing him along. He's still confused, him not realizing what you are.
Some people don't even know that we help others. So it happened with this group. They didn't realize I was trying to keep them safe.
You've all been living under a rock. Maybe you are. You're trying to Sunstrider.
He's still pushing as they're talking.
Yeah, he's still going. He's calling this over his shoulders. You're going.
He's like, have you been living under a rock? And Rayla's kind of in her head yeah.
Okay, so you guys reunite with the cat, and the cat starts to lead you out of the sewers. And quickly, you do find a grate that you can go through, and it is opened already. And the
Can
cat
I
just
put this annoying noble to sleep?
No, we need him to
Oh,
walk.
please.
you could.
No, I don't want to
It-
carry him.
I would if it wasn't 1 minute. If it was longer, then yes.
I mean, she holding up the butt of her sword. There are longer ways.
I can take him out. I got this guy. Okay.
Zilli's gonna mimic that a little bit and like have her staff and just like tonk tonk.
No, but we're
She
just
like
joking.
looks
we're
to
just
Rayla
joking.
with like question marks in her eyes, like, should I do it?
Rayla's like,
Please?
no, we're just joking. All of this is said in Elvish, by the way.
Okay. So you guys are able to leave and you come out the same one that you entered. You're next to the guardhouse. And as you get out, the noble's like, oh, thank goodness. It smells so much better up here. It doesn't, but it smells like that's what you guys can tell. It doesn't smell that much better because this is Ingwood. But he's like, oh, it smells so much better up here in fresh air. And it is like the middle of the night, but like the storm clouds are gone, the fog is gone. You can hear different people crying out in the streets. It sounds like people are looking for their loved ones. Just in the mass confusion, people have been hurt, people have been lost, and you can hear it echoing out through the streets. And Raymond goes, oh, well, now that I can finally go back to my life, I guess I should. Do you want to talk to my dad? I can make sure neither of you get killed, and I guess I can do that for the Sunstrider as well.
Well, we'll
guess
reach
we
out
could
to
do
you.
that. Well, I mean, we probably ought to like do that for Barrett.
Oh yeah, he's gotta go. He's crazy, man. I mean, lady, no, you don't have your title still. You'll just, yeah. He's like, he actually said all of that. He's like,
To
yeah,
who?
to you.
To
He was
me.
like, oh man, and then he's like, wait, you don't have your title still. And he's like, no.
No, I don't.
All right, yeah. No, that guy's crazy. He's got to go. And as one of previous status, I know you can understand that. Maybe can you? Can Sunstriders understand that?
Yes, I'm a human. I can understand what you're referencing.
Oh, good, because I wasn't sure. You're different breed. He's like,
Ooh,
Zilli's like looking up at him and just has like the little kid grumpy look on her face.
Demon child. Hello. Thank you for your hand earlier. You can back up.
Does he understand Elvish?
We don't know. Or do we?
Let's see. You don't know if he does, but now I know if he does. So
Ramon Edsley, his father, is he Lord over Ingwood?
no, he's not Lord over Ingwood, but however, he is the captain of the guard. He is the chief. Chief. What's the title? Chief police officer? Not chief police.
Chief Sheriff or
Chief
guard.
guard. Yeah, chief
guard.
guard.
Yeah, 'cause there's different.
Not really
yeah,
sheriff. Sheriff.
I
is-
think we should probably go right now to that. Let's go talk to him because we're right next to the guard's place, and we've got, seed and perpetrator and
victim.
victim with eyewitness report on our virtue, us not being the bad guys. So I think this might be a priority to go talk to the guard dude.
Yes.
But going back to why I asked if he understands Elvish, like she's just staring up at him and then just goes, which is like, I don't like you.
Kind of like looks around. He's like, "Do any of you understand the small demon?"
Rayla in Elvish will respond to her and go, I don't like him either. And she's gonna be like, oh, she said that she likes you. In common.
Thank you. I am quite dashing.
And with that,
Paige.
Zilli's gonna turn and go back towards Rayla. And if Rayla's looking at Zilli, like, Zilli's gonna do just like a little gagging motion.
Rayla will have like a little bit of like one little kind of snort a little bit.
Okay.
Paige, over here real quick. Can I get my dagger back from you?
Sure. He walks over and he flurries out the dagger a little bit and hands the handle towards you.
He like pulls you off to the side a little bit. He's like, I kind of want to let Barrett go. If I leave it up to you, but if you get him the keys to the manacles, I can get him an opening.
Me too, he says. Me too. Yep, can do. But no think he in right headspace. He actually quotes Raymond. Raymond said something like, "He's crazy."
He's crazy. Yeah, he did say that.
He quotes that. He's crazy. No think can get out of town on your own. And he
Might need a
shrugs. He
hand.
says, Paige can lead. Paige can take.
Are you okay with that?
That's... Oh.
Yeah.
If you're uncomfortable with it, don't do it.
Yes, he has a phrase for this. What's the phrase, everybody?
Asking him to
We know the
commit
phrase.
high treason.
We know the phrase. Well, I've already done it for Rayla, so it's like, it's not that big a deal.
Wait, what'd you do for me?
Well, I'll let you into my house.
That's not treason.
Yeah, it is.
Treason to his
Perhaps
mother.
not to the same degree.
Not
but
to the same degree.
let's see. It's very different. Hold on. He said this before to Rayla. It was one of Rayla's phrases. Hold on. I have one of the phrases. Boom. Okay. He says, don't have the words right now. He kind of shakes his head a little bit. He says, can take, but needs cleric. And he points towards, what's his name? Barrett. He points towards Barrett and he says, Barrett needs cleric. Barrett werewolf.
Oh,
First-
you think he
first
has lycanthropy?
Mm-hmm.
Raymond slides away.
he quotes this is from Jalora. It sounds like almost like a story, and he says, after a humanoid contracts lycanthropy, they need to be taken to either some cleric or druid or other such spellcaster to be able to get it removed. Sometimes it can be expensive, but it is understandable considering the heavy cost. He says as if Jalora was reading something to him. And he just kind of like nods to himself. He says, Paige think he needs it. Paige think he needs it.
I mean, I have a connection to druids.
Druid work.
Okay, I just don't want to make you do anything that you're uncomfortable doing.
He shrugs. He's like, Paige is sneaky.
And this conversation is all secret, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're over inside.
During the time that they were having that, could I have gotten, like, what's his face? Raymond to, like, agree to take us to his dad right now?
Oh, cool. I mean, he's just right in there. Yeah, I can take you, no problem.
Whenever you're ready, Paige,
Hey,
it's
guys.
your nose, and I will try and get us an opening.
Guys, let's go.
He nods. Yep. And then Paige will return back to the party, and he'll just kind of like come up behind Barrett and like hold onto his chains and stuff. And he's going to try and like, without people seeing, sleight of hand his key into his hand.
Okay.
Can I
Down his arm.
do interference in the way of like walking past to kind of obstruct their view?
Sure. Roll for sleight of hand with advantage, Greg.
My question is this, like, kind of normal, or are we getting, like, sus vibes? That's the real question.
Who?
From you guys.
You two.
From us?
Acting sneaky around us.
I mean,
Do you want me to roll to bluff? I'm not really bluffing.
Maybe
No,
you get weird vibes from Castil, but I mean, Paige is always sneaky around here.
That's true. That's true.
Castil has escaped the country. He knows how to play it cool.
He does not play cool. Ugh.
Yeah, I so badly wish I had heard that conversation, because Rayla, she has, so many things I could say and so many things I could do. But alas, she does not know.
Yeah. Okay. With advantage. Sleight of hand. Click. 23.
23. Is anyone's passive perception higher than that?
No.
Okay. Then you are successfully able to do this without anyone noticing.
Okay.
And what were they trying to do? They were trying to, like, unlock
They passed Barrett the keys to his shackles.
Okay.
Yep. Pass Barrett the keys to his shackles, and he like puts them in his hand. And then he like he literally like reaches up. You know how people like will itch their face, like itch their nose? He does that, but he reaches up to itch his beak, which he would, you know, he wouldn't usually do something like that. But he puts his hand up and he like taps his beak a couple times. It makes like this nice ringing sound as he's totally signaling Castil anything he can do.
But we're
Castil-
in the guard's place right now, right?
You're right outside
This was as we're walking. And
Both of
Castil,
you guys came out right outside by the guard's place.
Yeah, and so now we started walking inside, and you guys did this whole walk up. So are we like in the doorway, kind of a thing?
Half of you are in the doorway, half of you are about to go through the doorway.
at this moment, Castil will cast Fog Cloud as he just like.
Awesome.
No.
Okay, Paige is going to now pull Barrett with him.
Can we do initiative when
Yeah.
he casts that?
Yeah, we can,
Yeah.
we can do initiative.
Wait, let me pull up the turn tracker before y'all
Oh,
start
boy.
doing this.
Let's do this.
All right, roll for initiative, everybody.
Don't fail me now! It's a 5!
Barrett got a natural 20.
Oh dang!
Barrett's
I got a
gamer.
16.
As he should. He is a slay king.
He's a what king?
He's a slay king.
He's like,
Have you seen his outfit? Dude,
Okay,
that is.
Have you seen his hair? Like, dang.
Dude.
What, Barrett?
Yeah.
hold on,
Dang!
that is Barrett.
he's looking good.
He's very red.
Okay, clarification. I was about to say Douse. Does Castil have the Moliensi seat at the moment?
No, I do.
No, Rayla still does.
Okay.
She did not pass it over.
I mean, it doesn't really matter too much, hopefully.
Why would you bring it into the guard's place?
It's
That is the
contraband, but also
question.
she's thinking no one's gonna search her because
They're gonna search you if you just came out of the sewers.
Well, no, because this guy's vouching for us.
Still,
You're a
they search you
Sunstrider.
to like go into a museum. Like they're gonna search you.
Never know.
And then if they find it and they do believe you, then they're gonna just take it away and confiscate it. So you're not even gonna get it anyways.
Okay,
Either
so-
way, though, what they're doing is way worse than what I was doing.
Barrett and Raven, because they're both NPCs, are gonna just act on the same turn. So at the same time this happens, the fog cloud goes up. Barrett quickly unshackles himself, and he's going to bolt for it because he is not aware that the two of you had a plan to like have Paige lead him. So he's booking it, and that the rest of his turn is just sprinting away. Raymond, on the other hand, screams out in horror and fear, and he's like, "Father! Father, the guards! Quick! I can't see! The seed! It's back! Father!"
This poor guy, he's gone through so much trauma. Oh well, he deserves it.
and you guys can hear some people running in the guardhouse, and so you can feel like in the next turn they'll
You guys headed out?
probably come.
Alright, love you guys.
Oh, cute.
This is so wholesome.
So wholesome.
This is so wholesome.
That was my nephew and my best buddy, my niece. I will
Oh.
leave their names out of here because I don't know if
That's fair.
about
That's
making it
cute.
public.
Good thing.
Okay, that's their turn. Is he's calling for the guards. Raymond is bolted. Kaya, it's your turn.
Can I do a perception or an investigation check just to like see how much I can gather from what's going on and from their plan?
Might be better to do an insight because of the fog you can't really see, so you can't really perceive anything except like what's right around you.
Okay, I got a 12.
12. Okay. Paige and Castil, what do you think she can glimpse out of this?
12. I mean, you probably could get that. You could definitely get Paige's was like signaling something. You may be able to put things together from that, but it seemed like Paige was signaling.
You might also be able to
You know.
recall that Castil has mentioned using fog cloud to cover up different scenarios a few times in the past.
It's true. This is the first time he's actually done it, but he has talked about it before.
Sus.
They've doomed us
Kaya's just
all.
gonna Kaya's just gonna step back, like distance herself from everyone and just watch intensely. Through
Okay.
her teary eyes.
Sounds good. Rayla, it's your turn. Paige, you're up next.
You guys have essentially condemned her to death. No matter what way this goes, a Sunstrider was here, a prisoner escaped, even if she tries to catch him. She's dead. They're like, you, especially Moliensi's seen on her? Oh, she dead.
Yeah, Kaya's backing up like she's just an onlooker and not even Look, man.
I don't even know what to do at this point. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea. Audience ideas? What should I do?
Stunned
This-
in awe and horror.
Because-
That's what you should do.
Roll for sanity.
When you think about it, like 2 years ago, to the date in the campaign, she was in the guards area, kneeling down, pikes to her neck, and essentially they were
To
going
the
to kill
day.
her, and then someone saved her life, and Oh, see, that's the problem though, Silver Dusk. If I make it look like I was framed, they're still gonna blame me. They're not gonna believe that. Arkukari is a very militaristic, like, run state, country. In the sense of, like, even the slightest hint of treason, you and your family is condemned to death, which I don't think Castil fully realizes.
Or Paige.
Or Paige. And, like, Rayla has been on the brunt end of it several times. And, like, and she's been on the very worst end of it. And somehow survived. But
Paige is too young and Castil isn't from Arkukari, so he doesn't understand really how the world works over here.
Yeah, Rayla's like, okay, I want to roll insight to see if Rayla understands, like if it came where the fog cloud came from.
Okay, yeah. Roll for insight.
That's a little bit of a cruddy roll. Her insight, oh, but I have a plus. 11.
Castil, how obvious do you think this was? Because you did a big sneeze. I would say it was like a 10 to figure that out, and then the fog like appeared. But that, I don't know if you feel the same. If you want to roll for sleight of hand or deception against her, I'm down for that.
I'd probably put it at a 10 as well.
Okay, and you rolled an 11?
Yeah.
Okay, you figure out is Castil. That sneeze was not just a sneeze.
But only because she knows me.
Yeah.
I would say the nobleman
Raven probably
might have a
didn't
heart
figure it
attack.
out.
Audience high or low? Audience high or low? Whatever option you pick, and if I roll that option that you guys pick, she's not going to think that Castil is a traitor and a spy in the country.
Oh, shoot!
Because worst case scenario, she thinks that he's a spy for Steelforge.
Don't
You
pick
know-
wrong.
What I love about
Hey,
D&D is
she's
how the
got a
players take something and they take it completely off the rails, and I had no idea this was coming.
Guys,
Oh, no.
he is
I
a
want him to see his sister, okay?
he is a drow from
Bro should have
Steelforge,
thought about his actions.
and she thought he was good, and now he's trying to help a prisoner that has destroyed an entire city, probably killed a lot of people, and now essentially condemning her to death.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, like. Plus, it's literally the 2-year reunion of, like.
It's the anniversary.
It's the anniversary of one of the worst days of her life.
Oh.
Worst case scenario, I make a new character as Castil goes on the lam, okay?
Okay, guys, we're closing the
How?
poll in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Kaya's gonna
What?
stay out of this.
We check TikTok.
This is our 3rd day in canon of knowing each other. So
That's true. That is also true. Okay, we've got majority vote for high with a whopping 5 votes if you count Lance and Laura Gatreland in the chat.
Wow.
Okay.
Ooh.
Alrighty, everybody. Here's the roll. If I roll a high number,
You won't think he's a traitor.
I won't think he's a traitor.
Okay.
High hopes.
I'm feeling anxious.
I'm gonna show the number to the camera.
Don't put the suspense on.
12.
Let's go.
It was a 12.
I was very afraid.
I was really stressed in.
No, because literally, if it was a low, she would have attacked Castil.
With
I'm
permission.
sorry, Castil.
You have my permission if you ever need to.
If you ever need to.
But in this moment, she's going to against her better judgment, think a little highly of Castil that there was a reason for this. And she's just going to, like, step out and away and be like, what's going on? And kind of play it up a bit, but she's going to step out because she's like, okay, he must have some legitimate reason.
Okay. Well, we're going to leave it there for tonight. We'll pick up on Paige's turn next week so you guys can think about what you want to do, how you want to react. Write it down so you remember. Write it down so you remember what you want to do. Because you will forget.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
And we're going to pick this up next time. Yeah, this is crazy.
About ready to ditch if you ask me.
Leave a like and a comment if you like this. Let us know what you think is going to happen next or what they should do or plans. Our Kukari is a very strict kingdom, so this is putting everyone in the party at a life or death situation once again. Crazy. Join us back next Friday, 6:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. On Thursday, you can join Emily and me for Baldur's Gate 3 at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And don't forget to go and leave your response on the survey to enter our free raffle giveaway for one of our handmade original campaign keepers and a corgi sticker. So go do that. You can find it on all our socials.
Free raffle.
Thank you guys so much for joining. Anything else you guys want to say or any final thoughts for everybody?
Castil, you're one lucky man.
Whoa.
So close. I would have full gone for it too.
Nuri set a city on fire. This is my crazy moment. Okay?
I feel like yours was worse.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, this is
the
great.
city wants blood.
Yep.
They want someone
Yeah.
to blame. And we are the people that have let that blame go away. So now the blame is on us.
Look,
Yep.
man, I never wanted to find the seed in the first place. That's all I'm saying.
Fair.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. Well, you are all level 3 now, and Emily, yay! If you will do the outro for us, because there's a lag on YouTube, that'd be great.
We'll see you next week, guys. Thank you to everyone who joined and subscribed. We love you. We'll see you
Bye-bye.
next week.
Love you.
Yeah, bye.